show are those of the show personalities and guest alone, and not those of Vic Canellis Media Group, its parent, affiliates, or stations. VCMG Live is not responsible for any content, information, or opinions expressed. User bears full responsibility for their reliance on such content, information, or opinions.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the sexiest place to be every single Friday night. We are live, the 6th Borough, from 6:30 to 8:30. Every single Friday night, and we are on the stations 95.3, 95.9, 96.9, 106.9 FM, and 1470 AM. Quick shout out to our sponsors, Fat Pickle, Cold Crisp Delish, Hideaway of Palm Beach, Best Live Entertainment, Deck and Drive, where you can upgrade your outdoor living space. Now, ladies and gentlemen, my co-hosts are Mag Chop Kenny, Denise Cassell. My name is Nico Capria. Give it up for the one and only Joe Rubo.
Welcome, everyone, to the 6th Borough, where every Friday night we come live from Boca Raton, Florida. And again tonight, what a show we have for you.
He's always so excited to do that live. I gotta practice that myself.
Trying to get your reaction.
Hold on a second. You're here and listening live. Is that how it goes? Oh.
You got to do it to almost where you're gonna pass out.
But you know, he's still in the April Fool's mode because he told me, he goes, I'm gonna give a short live today. I'm just gonna give short,
April
calm
Fool.
live today.
Every day a fool.
Well, here we are, another show, and we're
Another week.
as Nico said in that introduction, that here we are, and we are going to be serving up another show, a belly laugh, some really great entertainment. We have a great lineup, and you know what? Just stay tuned. If you are on 95, sit back and listen, put the radio up. If you want to see us live, so you can go ahead and match the voice to the face. I think I said it right this time.
You did it right that time.
I did
There
it right.
you go.
It's quiet out there.
It
Between
is.
Passover, a Good Friday, the roads are not as crazy as they usually are.
Yes.
Well, I still hit a little traffic, but sit back and relax. You can catch us to all the radio stations on the True Oldies, and then you can also participate with the show. You can go ahead and give us a call, and you can comment. Give us a call at 888-994-4995, and that's Studio A. And you can also do a commentary if you want to see us live.
Shoot some comments at us.
You can go right to
we'll shout you
Facebook.
out.
You can go right to Facebook, and if you want to go ahead and shoot us a comment, we will read it out loud. And you know what?
Keep it clean.
Keep it clean, but some of those comments are really, really funny. So Facebook, and that is the 6th Borough. You can find us right on there and watch us at the same time.
I want to give a shout out to Gina Marie, my better half. She's watching tonight. Say hi to her.
Hi, Gina Marie. We thought you were getting married.
We are.
Oh, okay, here we go. It is past
Don't
April
start.
1st. Don't start. Okay.
Don't start.
Well, we have a...
Look at Kenny.
Why are you making him lie on Good Friday? Don't make him lie on Good Friday. Come on.
we are...
I do weddings for free. I'll get married right now, kid. I'll call the Padre over here, and we'll get you married, son.
Padre Pio.
Somebody, anybody. As long as it's not official, I'll hire him and
I'll
be
do
an
it.
actor.
We got to talk to the date coach first.
Get a date coach, yes. So, for last week's show, let's just really recap. We had
Yes.
a great show last week.
What a funny guy, man.
Yes, we had Bruce Busta Socia. He was here last week with us, and it was a fantastic show. I mean, first of all, what a talented guy. Great story behind his entire career to where he is today. He's also now a resident of the 6th Borough, which is South Florida. What's the 6th Borough about? The 6th Borough is a community. It's a family of everyone that has lived from some other part of the country and has moved down here, and you are now part of the 6th Borough. Oh, Charlie Rodriguez.
Thank you for the compliment, Charlie.
Love you,
Face and voice excellent. At least one face is hot. You know what?
That would be me.
Oh, well, I was in the sun a lot this week, Charlie.
I can't believe you can tell he got a hat on, but thanks, Charlie. I appreciate it, bro.
Charlie, one of our great partners, he's actually having another great 80s concert coming
It's about
up.
time he comments, he chimes in. He's been quiet the past couple of
Gotta
weeks.
hear from you, Charlie. Yeah,
Mama Luke.
He's
So-
all over the internet. He's riding his bike everywhere. This guy.
He is. Charlie Rodriguez, everyone, from the 80s concert.
It's back to last week's show. It's
Yes.
funny how Bruce just fit right in with us.
Oh,
He
he
did.
was incredible.
Yeah.
I loved him from the
Just
moment
fit right in with us.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
And for a very big guy, he plays some really interesting hardcore roles, but he also has done some roles. And I don't know how many movies he said he did. I don't recall how many.
Very
but
versatile, yeah.
Extremely versatile. He was in Doggone, which Emmy nominated, and he played this really tough guy, but then goes into a real gentle role.
My cousin Anthony's eating dinner with his mom. Say hi to Aunt Ro for me and the whole family. Miss you guys.
Aw, hi, Cousin Anthony. So going back to last week's show, it was a really great show.
Excellent show. Every week
Yes.
it's been getting better and better.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
And tonight we have a good guest with us. Waiting to meet this guy for a while. Finally he's
But
here.
hold on, I don't want to leave yet.
I
What we
didn't
did
say
last
who it
week,
was.
I have a surprise.
Uh-oh.
So you remember we did the
Another
segment.
surprise.
Yes, we did a segment, which is
We remember.
what we're introducing, the actual Living SoFlo Healthy Style, and that's in the 6th Borough with Lisa DeWaskin.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Brian, she was
Those
here.
poor people, they're going to come back
Yes.
after last week?
I know.
Oh, they'll be coming back and visiting us
They were
twice
great.
a
They were
month.
in shape. They were fit. They man, I'll tell you.
We were
that's
trying-
what true love looks like, bro. That's the problem. They look a little.
Nico, me and you, when we had the tire experience on Saturday,
Oh, yeah.
we were trying to figure out the 3-hour thing.
3 hours.
And they
Oh,
they
yes.
joked with us like they were right there with us. Like it was
3
good.
hours? Come on, man.
So 3 hours of intimate activities is what they were talking about.
3
However,
3 hours.
Washing the
3
car,
hours,
doing
I
the
don't know.
laundry.
But I actually started my 12-week transformation
Oh,
with
you
her.
did?
I thought she
You
was
know,
going to
if
say
I
I
may,
started my 3 hours.
Do you have a pre picture in a bikini or anything you can share with
No,
everyone?
but I think
started, though.
Did you share
I
with
did
some
start
kid?
with her, and we have a short video. There
Oh
we
wait,
are.
no way! Look
Oh,
at this, man. John Kennedy, look at her. She's above us, but back up. She can see it. Look at her. She's like,
Yes,
focus
so,
on my beautiful face.
we
We're
did
trying to look at your
actu-
body. She's like, focus on my beautiful face. Back up, dude.
Yeah, so we actually started doing the 12-week transformation.
wait a minute. Is it me? It looks like the background to the Sound of Music.
Wait, I
That
have to
Sample
tell.
Road, that big mountain on Sample Road.
That-
Looks like a landfill.
Oh,
The landfill.
It's hard for me to see the monitors. I got 42 lights in my face.
You got to get your own monitor over there.
Oh, well,
For the listeners, tell them what we're looking at.
so what we're looking at right now is a very short clip that Lisa does when she's working with someone. In this case, I'm going to be her case study for the next 12 weeks, and she has her own show on DGD-TV, and it's every morning. And I'm doing a hit workout. That's what she calls it. It's a
How many
30
times a week are you going to be working out?
With her personally, it will be twice a week, but we're going to be sticking to working out 5 to 6 times a week.
Did you
That's-
join a gym? You're going to do this like a home?
No, I'm going to do it at home. I have my own stuff at home. But that backdrop that you saw is an actual backdrop at a kind of like a golf setting. I guess it's what we can talk about. But that was real. It's not a green screen or anything. It's actually
I thought
a
it was
very
green screen.
No, it's a
Oh, look.
beautiful setting.
That looked like green screen.
It
So
was
what
not
are
a
you
green
looking
screen.
to do? Because from where I'm standing, I don't really see what needs work. But
Oh.
are you trying to? I don't know. I'll just talk to jargon.
That was a green
Are you trying to tone up?
Well,
are you
yes,
trying to
so
lose weight?
the
What are you trying
goal-
to do?
the goal-
You can't get any uglier. Is all I'm trying to say.
These guys are too kind. So we do have a comment from Joey Deluche, and that's Good Friday night to Denise.
biggest
cousin
fan.
Jean. Yes, Mag Chop and DJ. We're so happy that you're there. And the Yellow Brick Road.
You said you were in the Yellow Brick Road.
Charlie Rodriguez once again shooting us a comment. The Yellow Brick Road.
And
Get
Ja-
on the bike, Dorothy.
And Jason,
Yeah.
my friend Jason Jiraki left a comment. I want to talk about him in Las Vegas in a little bit.
But
Great
going
guy.
back to the
Great guy.
transformation, I have a milestone birthday coming, so we're gonna, kind of lean out Denise, if you would. And
How long is this going to take? 12 weeks?
it's a 12-week transformation, and you can actually follow her, go to our website and find her, Lisa DeWatskin, and she'll work with you, and you can go ahead and see her workouts on TV as well. So we'll see what happens in 12 weeks.
6
All
days
right.
a week. That's a lot.
Yeah, but it's only, like she said, it's mind, body, and soul.
Right.
So working outside in that setting was very, very soulful, grounding. There was the fresh air. It wasn't in a gym. There was no one around you smelling. And it was just a really organic workout. And she does work you out.
She looks like it.
Yeah. So,
Time out for a second. Hey, we can hear you guys back there.
yeah.
Just want to let you know we can hear you back there.
Yes, I don't know what's going on back there. But
Somebody's
anyway.
somebody's gonna get cracked.
It's 2 shows at the same time, kid. We're trying to pay the rent. Rent check. We're on. I got another show in the back called "Listen to the Show in the Back." All right.
No,
So
the show is, let's see if we could talk over the people that are on the air right now.
Exactly. Well, anyway, it was really a great experience, and we're going to be seeing her and Brian here talking about transition, living healthy in the 6th borough.
They're coming back tonight?
Not tonight.
Next week, right?
So she'll be on next week. So twice a month, all of you need to tune in and hear what they're working on. And the next time we actually meet, we're going to be talking about what it's like to drink healthy in the 6th borough.
Drink like
alcohol choices.
Oh,
so that will be something that will be a lot of fun to
Are you
address.
taking pictures weekly to show?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. We got to see.
Yes,
we
she's
gotta
going to be
see.
filming it, so we'll see a
How do
little
we
bit.
expedite it, guys? Just help me out. Please cheer me on. Help me. In regards to like a bikini shot so we can really
Yeah,
get
we
down
gotta
to the
see
nitty-gritty.
before
It's
and
a little
after.
vague. It shot it from her, I don't know, her belly button up. So that's all I saw was a beautiful face.
I'm
I
a
didn't
little
see your
modest.
body.
I'm a little modest. Yeah,
How
yeah.
do we get to see like exactly?
I have
so
a
we can
great
see the
bathing suit.
progression?
I made a great bathing suit you
Yeah,
can
we,
wear.
got, we
You're
could model
right.
his bathing
Kenny
suit at
Mag
the
Chan
same
bathing
time.
suit.
Kenny, if you made a special bathing suit for me that I felt comfortable
They're
in,
all
I'll help
special.
you design
then
that
I
one.
would wear it.
No problem. And I'll get the film crew. I mean, did I say that out loud? I meant I will get somebody to document this event.
There you go.
Put 'em away, people. Get these guys in here.
Too much. You guys are way too much. But we have also a few things to cover. There's some events that are coming up. We have one that we want to really, really talk about. DJ Nico always at it. Yep, that's about right. We have an event that's coming up this week, actually
do?
next weekend. Yeah, and it's the Delray Affair event, which is in Delray, and it's a huge event. It's the 61st annual event.
We'll be in the Keys.
Woo! Well, we'll see. We're going to be attending, so there's a lot that's going to be going
This
on.
weekend or next
The
weekend?
following weekend, yes. There's the event right there.
Yeah,
It's the
there's
Delray Affair. It's the 61st annual event.
Oh,
And
it's
there's-
early.
Yeah, well, it's Friday through Saturday and Sunday, and over 500 artists and crafters. And actually, this is the one affair that's been nominated the most attracted. It attracts the most people to attention because of how eclectic and the number of things that could be done and seen and bought from. So that's
wow.
going to be coming up. Yeah, I just want to make
Your
sure.
basket weaving business that he has right here
Yep.
in Spanish, so he's in every business.
You know
here,
it.
and your basket
We'll
weaving
find
is so
we'll find
fast.
an after party place down there when we go.
Yeah, so
There it
we're
is.
going to be going there, and we actually have Keith Gutterman that's going to be working with us from Fat Pickle.
That pickle, I'll tell you.
Yep,
we're
he's
selling-
working.
We're hustling pickles down there. I'll tell you right now.
We'll
Give
be
me a
hustling
bullhorn.
pickles. There
Give
he
me a
is.
bullhorn.
Yeah, we're going to be hustling some pickles, but we're going to be working really hard to promote that event. You'll
Thick and
see the
juicy.
6th borough there, and you'll see the pickles there, and then we have a whole bunch more of things happening. So stay tuned on that note. But you know what, Kenny? You went somewhere. You got to tell us where you went and what you did and
what
who
a
you
ro-
met.
What a
Go
road
ahead.
trip he had.
Oh, I had a great time. This was an amazing. Last weekend was an amazing weekend. I stopped in Orlando. I have a friend of mine who runs a show. They do it every 3 months, and it's nothing but like RX-7s, rotary motors, little like sports cars, race cars, and it was really nice.
Oh, jam cars, right?
No, there's a lot of Mazda RX-7s, a lot of
Jap car?
yeah. I guess that's a.
Those are jack- yeah.
Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah, didn't Ford own them for a while or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot of those, but I mean, they had some cars out there that they dropped some money into these
Oh,
things.
yeah.
man.
Absolutely. They
there
live like
was
a
a-
trailer with those cars.
Oh yeah, they had this Nissan 240Z that it was a right-hand drive with a rotary motor in it.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
insane. And then after that show,
Right, that's the original GTR.
yeah, and it was right-hand drive. It was cool. It was like a candy apple red. But then, of course, you know where my heart is at. My heart's with low riding.
Low rider.
I saw
So-
some of those
You look
pictures.
like one of
Some
those
nice
Vato
cars.
guys. You look like really overly Spanish.
You
look
know, it
like
was
they
funny
dipped you
'cause-
in like a cup of Spanish.
When I did my live in Tampa, in one of my lives, I got back on and I was like, I got to tell you guys something. I'm looking around and there's like 5 other me's here.
Yeah, bro. When that guy pulled up in that low rider and you were like, look, it's me, I'm home or something, and then Vato's car was jumping up and down and you knew him.
I knew him, yeah. It's, when I go to these lowrider shows, it's like a family reunion. But let me tell you, the cars this year were phenomenal, and the colors and the detail and everything. When you get into these cars, it's not like
Where'd they have it? Tampa? Where,
it was
the
at Tampa,
fairgrounds?
the Florida State Fairgrounds, and it's the first time they've
But
been
you
in
were
Tampa.
inside VIP, you're with all the celebrities, you're with Vanilla Ice, bro. I saw
Oh
you.
yeah. So
Did you put any? Do we have any pictures?
What
I
did
didn't
you do?
bring
Let me
any.
tell you what you did.
I forgot to send them to him. But yeah, I spoke to Vanilla Ice. I told him about the show, and he was like, "Oh yeah, you guys are in Boca. I'll come down there. You guys are in my area." So
Yeah, he's in Wellington.
real cool. He was really cool.
And we're going to have to have him on.
Oh yeah, but one of the things I was doing was I was promoting my movie, because we are doing it May 4th in Houston, but we're doing it in Delray May 12th. It's set. I'm going to be dropping off the poster at the Movies of Delray, May 12th. The squad, Rise of the Chicano Squad, is going to be playing.
Proud of you, man.
Yes, so I'm excited. So
I can't
that's
wait
what I
to
was
see
doing.
Juan.
Oh yeah, he'll be here. You know, it's going to be cool.
How exciting.
Well, as we all know, Kenny is everywhere.
That's why he's the man on the spot.
He is the man on the spot for sure. But more importantly, who is the person that's mysteriously sitting next to you? For those of you that cannot see and are driving on 95 or wherever you may be, we have our guest this evening. Though it was kind of like a last minute, but it was like the best last minute we could have had. And with us today, we have actor, director, comedian that comes from a long line of entertainers. The son of an actor and comedian, producer, director, motivational speaker as well. Son of Sal Richards, which we all going to talk a little bit about, and motivational speaker on the issues of mental health and bipolar disorder, the one of the kind and only Guy Richards.
Thank you
Welcome.
very much, and good night. It's nice to be here.
Clap for you, but we know you're above it, Guy, I'll tell you.
Well, thank you. It's nice to open up with a whole eulogy like this. This was really good.
Tonight.
Thank you for being here. I greatly appreciate it.
Well, we are so excited that you are here, and we appreciate your flexibility in coming on.
Thank you.
We have a lot that we can talk about. We chatted last night,
Sure.
just a little bit, and it's amazing what a small world it is. But we want to talk a little bit, and again, we want to say, where are you from originally?
My mother.
Okay.
Boy.
And where was that? Like
No, originally we say Strong Island.
Strong Island. So
You
he's
know,
a
and
New
that-
Yorker. He's
yeah,
a New Yorker.
Strong Island, and then from there I moved into Manhattan onto Mulberry Street in Houston.
Love that. I've been there
Stayed
many
there
times.
for a while with some friends, and but born and raised all my life in Long Island, and it was a great life.
Well, did you go to school there?
I went to school in Long Island. I lived there. I had food.
I was going to say,
ate.
you eat food there.
Yes,
And
I
you
had.
watch TV and
I had food.
You were smelling oxygen. Is that correct? I'm
Good-
making
good-
sure, Guy, that we're on the same page.
You know,
Good pizza.
you know what it was, Bobby.
What is it?
When I tell you, back then, back in the '80s, '90s, even the 2000s, growing up in Strong Island, we had the pleasure of understanding each other, where we could leave our doors open, hang out, have your friends come over, 40
100%.
people at the
Respect.
house, out of respect, go in your refrigerator, play. I was going to say something else. Play on the lawn, have a great time, socialize.
Sure.
Today, it's a different world, but it's a great world.
Right. It's
but
not the same, though. The
it's-
neighbor back then was the
yeah, and same thing in Brooklyn and Staten Island and everything else, in the boroughs, and
Right.
especially the 6th borough now in Florida.
Yeah.
But
Welcome.
yeah, it was a pleasure learning that, and those are the memories I believe that we could all cherish back then.
100%.
Oh, absolutely.
That's what we focus on here. It's,
Yeah.
in the 6th borough, it's about the nostalgia of living in the inner cities. Call it the 5 boroughs, but really it's any city. I mean, Kenny's from Chicago, for God's sake, but
Right.
it could be any place. And you've now down here, and we're bringing all of those memories here and trying to keep them alive.
Sure.
Trying to be sure that we don't let it die, because there's so many great fond memories, but they're funny memories too.
Right.
And when you compare then to now, it's even funnier.
Like we were talking a couple weeks ago about the stoop.
The stoop.
Yeah, sitting on the stoop.
I mentioned that to
Yep.
my kids. Like, what's a stoop?
Yeah, they don't know what a stoop. And how about stoop ball and stick
Yeah.
ball and throwing a ball off the curb?
Off the curb.
And how many sewers, like in
We
Brooklyn?
make games that can make games out of anything.
Yeah, my
anything.
father used to say,
Can anybody play kick the can?
my father, may his soul rest, Sal Richards, he used to say, he says, you should be very grateful for what you have. I says, why? He says, we used to make our own games. He said, we used to make a box with marbles and pitch pennies up against the wall. And I looked at it, I says, well, Pop, that's your problem, not mine.
Oh boy. And you made it to now?
Yeah. but-
Second base was a hubcap.
yeah. We used to have fun. It's all about family.
Exactly.
That's, and I don't care where you come from, what color,
always
what
love to
gender,
respect them. They
what.
know.
Family is family.
Family's all that matters.
That's the priority. Be grateful for what you have,
Yep.
and not for what you don't have. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
And you know what?
that's
It's a
the-
very humble opinion, and we can't hear it enough to remind ourselves of exactly that.
Of course.
We can't. And, you know, we were just saying, here we are celebrating this week. We have Passover and Easter. And one of the fondest memories is
Skip that
preparing
over.
Of
for
course.
these holidays, dressing up, the eating and everything. And I just don't know if it's really still as a big of a deal as it was back then. I mean, I used to look like I was dressed as a yellow flower from head to toe.
right.
My daughters too. We used to dress them up. When I was a kid, my mother dressed us up. We looked like me and my brother Pasquale looked like two little gangsters.
It's
the
true.
hats on and
Well, we used to have Happy Easter, Happy Passover, Happy Chanukah, Merry Christmas, whatever it is.
Chanukah.
This weekend. That's Hanukkah. No, but I agree with you, pal. I do.
Yeah.
And we used to have the Easter egg hunts.
You remember
and,
that?
and
Yeah.
my grandmother, my mother, and they used to put $1 on the
Yeah,
egg, 5 cents. You get one for $5.
You were golden.
Oh, you were
yeah.
Oh, I got a $5 egg.
Oh, yeah.
You
Those are
know,
the
it
best.
was great back then.
I have to tell you, though, when I was growing up, coming from Brooklyn, and at the age of 12 went to Jersey, and there's a whole different way of doing things there, and they had an Easter basket. In Brooklyn, we didn't have Easter baskets. What was that? I mean, you
It was
got
a paper bag.
Yeah, it was a paper bag.
That's
You put the ears and you staple the ears on it. And
What do you got? Give this to
Little
Angelo.
nose.
It's Easter. Angelo gets this today.
I mean, and like
Big Philly.
Easter dinner was as big as Christmas dinner.
Of course it
Big
is.
meal, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
Yes.
And you never left the table. I mean, from
Yeah,
us,
same-
and you
same
guys
thing,
too.
yeah.
Yep.
You don't leave the table until you
Treat.
ask to be excused.
Yeah.
And you got to finish your food. If you don't finish your
Yeah.
food, you're not
Yeah.
coming
Yeah.
back.
Those-
And then we eat after that, 3 o'clock in the morning. Come on, you hungry, honey?
Yeah,
Come
we
on.
got some food
Oh,
out.
yeah.
Yeah, it's great. It was great.
That's the best eating. At 3 o'clock in the morning
Yeah,
eating, though.
and the
it's-
leftovers are sometimes
forget
the
about it.
best.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
It tastes better when it's cold.
But
The
that's
lamb on
that's
Easter.
what it's about.
I remember the leg
Well,
of the lamb on Easter.
I've actually been through several Passovers, and that's a very interesting ceremony. It's a beautiful ceremony.
Yes, it is.
But I got to tell you, the food, it's a little dry.
That's why they got to let the Italians cater it.
You always have the Italians cater the Passover dinner.
Put some gravy in it.
Bring some meatballs and gravy, and you can read the pamphlets.
Read the pamphlets.
Joe's like, why is this bread just so dry?
Yeah, my mother used to make the Easter baskets. I mean, you know how it is. She
Yeah.
starts cooking at, 7 o'clock, 8
Yeah.
o'clock? in
Four
the morning?
four
The
days
day before.
4 days before.
Yeah, get out of the kitchen,
Yeah,
Grandma.
stay away.
Yeah, God forbid you get hit with the wooden spoon.
Wooden
Wooden
spoon, I
guy,
get hit
there'd
with
be,
the wooden
there'd
spoon
be
and
enough,
don't you know all
there'd
the
be enough
types of food I
meatballs
would
for
get
an
hit?
army.
Yeah.
And God forbid I take one.
Right, oh, yeah, unless you ask. No, you got to dip
Yeah.
the Italian bread. The
not-
Sicilian bread, that's Swiss. You're allowed
There's
to
not,
dip.
there's not going to be any left. Come on, There's 150
Well, my mother's a
meatballs here.
phenomenal cook, though.
Yeah.
She says hello. She's watching. By
Oh,
the way.
hi, Mom.
Hi, Mama.
You know, Guy, let's go a little bit back in time, though. I mean, you have a
Sure.
very strong entertainment legacy.
Thank
and
you.
I want to talk a little bit about that and, how you managed to get yourself and, the experience that you went through watching your father, which I think you had said was kind of like the Rat Pack of the packs there. He was affiliated with that. And give us some insight. Tell us a little bit of a story.
What a time for entertainment, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it goes back, my father, started his career in the Catskill Mountains.
Catskills.
Okay.
Used to go
the
every
Borscht
summer.
Belt
Yep.
and everything else way back when Jerry Lewis, Jackie Mason, Dick Capri, Malzy Lawrence, Freddie Roman, and I can go on and on and on and on. And
Wait, I don't want to interrupt you, but we have to take a break.
We'll be back.
Okay, I'll finish
We'll be back in just a few minutes. We are live only at the Sixth Borough, the sexiest place to be every Friday night. Quick shout out to our sponsors, Fat Pickle, Hideaway, Deck and Drive. Let's go, Sixth Borough. We'll be right back. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
KHD3 Indiantown. Programming paid for by Vic Canales Media Group. Broadcasting from the Robe Studio. Injured recently? Call the Robes Law Group, where winning is a habit. 561-570-5700. 561-570-5700. Robes, winning for you and our community. Your home for the True Oldies channel.
RD Promo is the premier source of unique and captivating promotional products. Whether you need gifts for trade shows, corporate giveaways, holidays, or something in between, RD Promo is committed to the best services and products for our clients. Our expert account representatives are committed to your satisfaction and are prepared to help you find the promotional bags, gift items, and products you need. Our compelling corporate gifts meet high-quality standards and are designed to work for every budget. RD Promo makes promoting your business affordable, efficient, and fun. We work with high-end clients, advertising, and marketing firms alike to craft successful marketing campaigns for brands. Small businesses, major corporations, and multinational Fortune 500 companies have trusted us for their promotional product needs. Call 1-800-
With a Motown tribute, the True Oldies Channel and Palm Beach County Parks and Recreation present the last show of the Carlin Park After Dark concert series. And we've left the best for last. On Saturday, April 8th, come see one of the most exciting and vibrant shows yet with Legends of Motown with the Crush Party Band. Get ready to dance the night away to some of the greatest Motown hits of all time. The Crush Party Band's Legends of Motown will take you on a trip through some of the greatest songs of the 60s and 70s. This free show is open to the public, but VIP pod seating is also available for purchase at TrueOldiesFLA.com. Don't be left out. It's the grand finale of the Carlin Park After Dark concert series. Saturday, April 8th at the Seabreeze Amphitheater in Jupiter, 750 South State Route A1A. Brought to you by Margaritaville at Sea, Sloman's 1-800-ALARM-ME, the Robes Law Group, the Jupiter Joe Money Show, online at JupiterJoe.com, and the True Oldies channel. For more information or VIP seating, visit TrueOldiesFLA.com. Alexa rocks, and now so do you.
How can I help you?
Just say, Alexa, play True Oldies FLA.
Okay, playing it now.
Now, you've got the good time oldies.
RD Promo is the premier source of unique and captivating promotional products. Whether you need gifts for trade shows, corporate giveaways, holidays, or something in between, RD Promo is committed to the best services and products for our clients. Our expert account representatives are committed to your satisfaction and are prepared to help you find the promotional bags, gift items, and products you need. Our compelling corporate gifts meet high-quality standards and are designed to work for every budget. RD Promo makes promoting your business affordable, efficient, and fun. We work with high-end clients, advertising, and marketing firms alike to craft successful marketing campaigns for brands. Small businesses, major corporations, and multinational Fortune 500 companies have trusted us for their promotional product needs. Call 1-855-915-7377 or visit our website at rdpromo.com.
The Hideaway of Palm Beach. Free food all night from our gourmet kitchen. Drink and dance specials all night. Exclusive private VIP rooms. Top shelf bottle specials. The Hideaway Palm Beach. Come meet our top-notch bartenders and servers. And of course, the most beautiful entertainers in Palm Beach. The Hideaway. Palm Beach's hidden gem. The secret is out. The Hideaway Palm Beach. Located at 1152 Old Okeechobee Road, West Palm Beach. Open 4 p.m. to 5 a.m. 7 days a week. The Hideaway of Palm Beach.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show, the 6th Borough Boca Raton Stand Up. Quick shout out to the one and only Denise Cassell. We are back. Take it away, Denise.
Welcome back, everyone. We are once again here having our interview, and actually we're sitting and having a great time talking to our guest for today, Guy Richards.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being with us.
I'm back. That was a heck of a segue for a break. I love that. And so,
So where do we leave off?
So
talking about your pops.
Yes, my father, Sal Richards, started in the Catskills. And as a matter of fact, I just saw, my mother and I were watching, happened to pop up on Facebook, my father, Joey Bishop, Corbett Monica, and a bunch of other people back in 1970-something.
Your father was super handsome, man.
You guys really look just like him.
There he is right there. You look nothing like him.
How did they pick up an old picture like that?
Yeah,
that picture is so old. He's got 400 pictures on Google, and that's what they show.
That's how we do it here, okay?
Oh, jeez, Mike.
We want to show what
there he is. Look at that guy.
There he is. That's my father, Sal Richards. You know, and they did the first HBO special at the Concord.
Wait a minute. But it's you.
So
There's your dad.
there's my father.
There he is.
There he is. So, Pop, I love you. I miss you. I know you're always with me.
God bless.
So
Rest in peace.
with my dad, and that's how he got started in the business. But long story short, at the age of 7, he brought me up at the Concord Hotel, and
In the Poconos.
and I did in the Catskill Mountains.
Close.
I'm close.
Yeah. Now Poconos is where they go for love and all of that stuff.
Yeah. Normally
It's all right. You'll be okay.
Wrong song,
We'll let you
Denise.
slide.
Yeah. So he brought me up at 7 years old. I got up, I sang Delilah, and I did an impression of Tom Jones.
At 7?
At 7 years old.
Oh, my
But the
goodness.
history goes back with my father, my uncle, my father's uncle, and Sonny Richards, and it keeps going back. God knows how many years. And it was just a lifestyle that my mother and I, and may my brother's soul rest, unfortunately, that we lived when we toured and traveled. My father headlined Las Vegas, Atlantic City. He's done movies, television, TV, you know, on and on and on. But it wasn't about people, oh, look at me on stage. It wasn't about, oh, I'm headlining here, and it's me and Robert Goulet, and it's me and Tom Jones, or it's me and this one and that one. It wasn't about that. It was about family, making people laugh, having a great time. And my mother, watching him, was always like the first time.
Right. That's
No
amazing.
matter how many she's went to, God knows, every show. You know, and looking up at my father as a kid, and then winding up performing with him.
That's amazing.
As I got older and starring on Broadway with him, and everything else, and being his partner, like father, like son.
Here we got a picture of you, too.
And it was great. Yeah, there's father, like son. And,
wow.
I'm sorry, I get choked up because.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. That's love. That's a sign of love. You had a really great bond.
You know, him leaving too early.
Yeah.
It's like it was my partner.
Sure.
And every night, every day, every second, it never goes away. We're always reminded, because you'll see his movie. We just saw Out for Justice with Steven Seagal on AMC. Right. And then we just saw Rounders, because he's done Rounders, and then Law and Order, Criminal Intent, and I can go on and on and on. And he's always popping up, but I look at it like, hey, Pop, hello, like he's saying hello.
Saying hello, yes.
Sure.
You know, and it's the greatest thing in the world. And he taught me, and the biggest thing, he's made so many people big stars today, and God bless him, and he never asked for anything in return, because that's the way he was.
Aww.
You know, and that's the way his aura is, and his legend, and I'm still working on a tribute in his legacy and his honor to perform and do a show. But it comes down to where you say to yourself, life is too precious, life is too short, and then what do? You get up in the morning and you got to count your blessings and thank God for everything that you have.
And it's amazing you have these memories with your dad. It's precious stuff, you know.
Yeah, it is, and it was a lifestyle, you know.
And you look just like him.
That's scary.
The resemblance is-
It's scary.
It's actually near
It's uncanny.
freaky. It's like how much you look alike.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you should see when I'm on a stage, sometimes, you know, back in the Catskills when we're performing together or whatever.
I had an itch, man, that was driving me nuts right in my ankle. It was
Really?
driving me insane, man.
Rockwell's felt story. That's what you're doing over here.
Right
Sorry,
in the middle of
but-
the story, comic relief on the
That's
right
okay.
here.
Where's the hook? The
Timing
guy
is
on the
everything in
stage.
show business.
Man.
So that's how I became a comic. And just a lifestyle, and, you know, having all the friends in the neighborhood that when we would first move into a neighborhood, they really didn't know. But then you start seeing Sid Caesar coming over, Milton Berle, you know,
my goodness.
Connie Francis, Connie Stevens, and stuff like that. Was the era that I lived.
Of course.
The real Las
superstars.
Vegas
Cool.
back in
Wow.
Your aunts and uncles
when
visit
I
at
was
your house all the
15 and
time.
keeping company with Mr. Sinatra and
Yes.
Mr. Martin and Mr. Junior and Joey Bishop and Corbett Monica and Peter Lawford. You know, having
Peter
the
Lawford.
honor of keeping company.
You know, everybody felt like they grew up with them, but you actually did grow
Yeah,
up
were
with
like
them.
his
and,
uncles.
and you know what it is when you sat with them and you had conversation, the relationship, it was just like sitting with you guys because we were about that.
Right.
You know, it wasn't being starstruck. The only person I was ever nervous to sit next to, and I don't get nervous, was Mr. Sinatra.
I was going to say I had to be
He
frank.
was
Go
the
Blue
only
Eyes.
one.
Yeah.
And he took a very well liking to my brother, you know. But when I sat next to him, it was that magnitude of aura. And I'd be sitting, huh?
Hold the mic closer.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was the I feel like I'm on stage.
That's what we want you to feel like.
It was like the magnitude of aura, and he looked at me. He says, "I got to go to the bathroom. Watch my chair, kid."
Like anyone's going to take
And
it.
I'm like, "Hey, Frank, how long are you going to be?" Watch, and then Jilly and everybody else. And, you know, it was just a lifestyle that I was blessed to have.
Yes.
But the best part about it is, without my mother, there was nothing.
There's
Without
always the
her,
matriarch.
there is no success. There was no happiness. There was nothing. She was the peacekeeper. She was the rock. She was the salvation. She was everything to keep me and my father in line, and the drive to say, never give up. I love to love, and I hate to hate, and you're going to make it no matter what.
Love it.
Without her,
You're blessed.
there'd be nothing. I
And
wouldn't
your mother's
be.
still here with us, right?
Oh, my mother, yeah, she's
just said
watching
hello a little while
now.
ago.
Yeah, all right.
She's
Hi, Mom.
watching now, and let me tell you something. She's got more juice than Kool-Aid. I thought my father had juice.
That's a good one.
But with that said, that's how I became a comic.
Right.
You know, that's how I got into the show business industry, meeting everybody through my mother and my father. You know, and my father working in Brooklyn and the 802 Club and all for the
802 Club.
yeah, remember the 802 Club. And
Showing your age, Joe.
yeah, and you know all the Italian restaurants
Yeah.
and you know all of that kind of good stuff, but the respect that they earned it.
Yeah.
You know,
You know.
when you mention these names, I could only go back in time, and for our listeners and viewers, I mean, for those that can remember and identify and connect to those times where we saw those great names from the Rat Pack, and who we fell asleep to late at night because they were on TV.
Right.
Or, I mean, to think that we watched them on TV and you had the ability to sit next to them live. And then to add to that, to hear the fact that they're just like you and I. So if we were to go ahead and at this point, I mean, you know, when you have such celebrity status, I'm not quite sure you can compare to what it is then to today.
Correct. And you know what it was about? Well, my father was in Atlantic City. He went to the Golden Nugget just for 2 weeks. He wound up staying 6 months. He became a hit, went Entertainer of the Year, first year, second year, third, and he just kept going. So long story short, he did all the casinos. Then Roger Wagner from the Claridge Hotel, they saw my father. They decided to put my father, not in the main room. They said, Sal, we want to see how you do. My father said, okay, fine. They built him his own celebrity cabaret.
Oh, wow.
And that spot in Atlantic City became the hot spot. That was the spot where all the entertainers, after their show,
Would go there.
After
like
hours,
they
baby.
used, like
That's
they
the best
used,
place to go.
right? And my father and I got to mention Buddy Greco, okay? Because Buddy Greco was my father's conductor, and Steve Michaels at the time also. But with Buddy Greco, and then you're having Peter Allen come in, you're having the Rockettes come in, Milton's
these
coming
names,
in,
fabulous.
and they're all sitting, and you just never know
Who's going to come
who
in?
was going to show up, and he was there for years. And you couldn't get in. It held maybe 2.5, maybe 300 seats. Okay, nothing huge, but it was 10 deep outside the glass.
Get in, yeah.
But it's
Right,
the quality
right.
of what's inside.
Yeah.
A-list celebrities.
And it was, and then this one would get up, and that one would get up, and Fred Travellina, and you know, I just can go on and on and on and on.
Yeah.
And you're sitting in the chair, and you're sitting next to this one, and this one, and this one, and all the people from Brooklyn, and Staten Island, and Queens,
Great names.
and Howard Beach, and everybody hanging out, having a grand old time.
No
Big
problems,
difference.
just a good time.
Big difference from then.
Yeah,
to
and you know, we don't claim to be big celebrities. I never did. All right, so I'm known, big deal. I like to make people laugh. I love to put smiles on people's faces. If my career goes through the roof and I become very, very successful, God bless me. If it don't, those memories that I
You can never
have,
erase those
you
memories.
can never erase, you can never buy, you could never sell.
Wow. So everyone, once again, you're listening to Guy Richards, comedian, actor, telling us his story, who he grew up with, his father, Sal Richards. Just growing up in such a wonderful time with his comedic approach and style. Well, we actually had a request that someone said, would you sing Candyman?
Candyman.
Nick Marino said hi to you, too.
Oh, hey, Nick. How are you, Nick? Mom, how you doing? Hello to all the Facebook people and stuff like that. Let me put my glasses on. Hey, what's going on? The Candyman? I got to work for free again. Wow.
Oh, here we go.
Come on, we'll back you up. We'll back you up.
All right. Do you have the Candyman, an
I
instrumental?
don't think so. No. I mean, get online.
Let's work on it. Let's see if we can find it.
You want me to do a cappella? Meanwhile, while he's looking for that, you can go to my site, GuyRichards.com. Very simple. You can go to my other site, GuyRichardsLasVegas.com.
Richards with an S.
Excuse me. So, with an S. And turn the friggin' air on. I'm sweating my gulu over here.
I'm freezing over here.
GuyRichardsLasVegas.com. Go to my father's website, SalRichards.com, and you'll see all about him. And my Facebook fan page, Guy Richards, Las Vegas. You got
There you
Candyman?
go.
Sammy
Who
Davis.
can make the
Sammy Davis.
sunrise?
Sammy Davis Jr. Who
Sammy
can make the
Davis.
sunrise?
Tomorrow.
Wrong.
No.
I don't even know who that is.
That's the modern version.
Hurry up.
The Bublé version. What's going on here?
That's not the one.
Well, we were looking for
Who can make the
just the
sunrise?
lyrics.
Let me talk to this guy. Hold
He's
on a
going to
second.
the DJ. Here we go.
Let me see.
He's going to Nico to find out what we can do. So, honestly,
you're not
though,
online?
this is like someone that's very, very
This
fortunate
ain't the
to have
bar
had
mitzvah.
the ability to sit.
I think it was Monday night. The Dean Martin
who-
show would come on. We'd watch it religiously. My dad loved that guy.
Yeah. The Dean Martin show, and then, of course, you know, the roasting. Remember the roastings
roast
of the
are the
Rat
best.
Pack and whatnot?
My favorite guest.
So,
All right, so listen.
we're
All right.
back. He's back. Sal Richards, everyone. He's back with us.
Well, Guy Richards,
Richards,
and Sal Richards.
And Sal.
It's okay.
See that? That was actually a message.
But you know something? Do you know how many people, speaking of that, when my father and I were on stage together, and the people and all, the Jewish ladies and the Italian ladies and whoever else was in the show, they'd come up to me backstage while my father's changing. What, Sal, what, you did a wonderful show. It was a great job. It was a great show, Sal. And I'm like, yes, thank you very much. And especially when we finished, because we'd sign the autographs or whatever, mate, and they still, my father's looking at me, he's going, It's me, people. I'm Sal. That's my son, Guy. So
well, the resemblance is uncanny. I mean, it really, really is.
All right, I'll go like this without the music.
Oh, he's still looking. Let's give him a little bit of a chance. One more second.
And it's called Unless You Want to Find a Wonderful World, I'll do a Louis Satchmo.
There you go. But I actually have a couple more questions. Let's see if we can get
Go
this
ahead.
right. So you've done movies.
Yes, I have.
So tell us a little bit about some of the movies that you have done.
Well, I've done Out for Justice with my father. The first TV show actually I did was the original Miami Vice.
I see.
Oh, wow.
I knew
And
that.
I was
watching that right
19
now.
years old. I'll tell you this story because I like this story. I was 19 years old. I was with my best friend John, my good friend Louie, and we were in Miami for spring break. And there was a casting call, cattle call, back at that time. And that was in the paper.
Right.
There was no internet back then.
Oh, that's
Or
right.
whatever. I was 19
Actors
years
wanted
old.
for Miami Vice.
Right? In the paper.
Yeah, in the paper. So what happened was, we go for the audition, I go there or whatever. The guy says, great, you play a bodyguard. I'm like, oh, good, because I was lifting back then. No juice, but I was lifting. I get a call back at my friend's house. I have to go back to the casting agent. They don't want you as the bodyguard. So I said, okay, fine. So I go back. They says, do you know how to drive a speedboat? I says, yeah, of course I do. Why? They says, we want you to drive Don Johnson's speedboat. I said, okay. I go back again. I get the call.
Did you know how to drive
Yeah.
a speedboat?
Huh?
Did you know how to drive a speedboat?
No clue.
That's what I was wondering.
I had no rowboat, yeah. No, but I would have learned fast.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh,
Here we
Here
go,
we go.
everyone.
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, sugar.
here we go, man.
And the impersonation begins.
You can make a sunrise, dip it in with dew, cover it up and make that candy too, that candy man. Oh, that candy man. That's it. You gotta pay for that. It makes that world go good. It's hard to hear because you don't hear
That
yourself.
was good, though. Great, man.
Did
Thank
you
you.
meet Sammy Davis Jr.?
Yes, I did. And my father also, and my father tells a quick story. After one of his shows, he says, Sammy knocked on the door, and I said, who is it? And he says, it's Sammy, Sal. I just saw the show. He says, oh. He says, and I looked through the peephole, and I saw his eye.
Yes.
Wait, go back to the
That's
speedboat
great.
story.
So the speedboat anyway. So they asked me to drive the speedboat. I said, yeah, okay, fine. Long story short, they called me back again, and they wanted me to play a DEA agent with with the whole crew, but we were actually bad guys in the series, and it was with Ian McShane and Elizabeth Ashley. That was my first TV show. So I'm standing, and they says, okay, action, everybody action. And they had all the cords, but me, I'm not paying any attention, all the cables. Go, action! And I run, and I hit the cord, and I trip, and I fall. I got the fake gun in my hand, whatever it is. I got it, all right, everybody freeze, nobody. But it was a good time. Had a great time.
Great experience. Huh?
And it was a great experience, you know. And then, you know, being on Broadway at the Helen Hayes Theater
Yeah.
with my father, starring with him, and just doing a lot of stuff. And I got to stop smoking because I can't friggin' breathe.
But you know, I'm sorry, but you know
Go
what's
ahead.
the greatest thing about it, the thing that I'm feeling the most is that you got to do this stuff with your dad, man. That's so cool.
That's
Yeah,
the
that's cool.
camping part.
Yo, that
Right?
makes you the billionaire in the room.
Oh,
It's not
my
about the
God.
money, but everybody
Yeah.
in this room don't have what you had.
Well, I
And
was
if may,
blessed.
bro. You're blessed.
I
don't care. You can have a bag of money,
Well,
bro. It
thank
ain't worth
you.
it, man.
Thank you
Truly,
very much.
That's magical.
Exactly.
I could say that about my dad and be like, yeah, I was on stage. He's a character like me, and then we work together. He's my partner in crime.
Yeah.
You're truly blessed, bro.
Oh,
Even though
thank
obviously
you.
nothing lasts forever, and it's heartfelt. But at the end of the day, bro, out of everybody in this room, out of thousands, millions of people, nobody can say what you just said.
Yeah,
it's wild.
And well, thank you. And it was he was my hero.
And that's incredible.
You know,
I wish my dad was my hero.
my superhero. You know, and
That's the best.
when I'm in the wings, because then he brings me back, you know, because I would open for him.
Sure.
And then he would come on, I'd introduce him. And then what happens is he brings me back at the end of his show, and then we do a little something together. Something like Sandler and Young used to do, singing You're Nobody. He does an English version, but he plays around. But the greatest thing is when I'm in the wings and I see him on stage, and I say, that's my father.
Yeah.
That's my dad. I don't look at him as a celebrity or a big star.
It's dad.
I'm
Dad.
looking at, that's my father.
Right. No,
Yeah.
dude, that's different.
You know?
No,
And then before I go on, he'd be next to me. And I'm, you know, just trying to focus. And he's standing behind me. Stay clean. Don't do anything. This is what you're going to. I'm like,
That's me.
oh, yeah. I'm
Hey,
like,
before the show
Dad.
begins.
Before the show to us.
He says, listen, you're the funniest guy I know. Just do what you do, but stay away from this, this, and this. And I'm like, Pop. And he went like this. Did you hear what I said? And I went like this.
Yeah.
Okay. Because he taught me always, and I was always like this. He says, you don't have to curse to be funny.
It's true.
Now, Dice, mind you, Dice is in a category of his own. God
Right, he's
bless
Dice.
him.
Pure filth.
Listen, he had the biggest run
Oh, no.
as a comic than anybody.
The ashtray
in
and all that.
Oh, yeah.
Right, because he had a following. He sold out Shea Stadium.
Yeah, no. Good.
But Dice did it, and he did it right. Now, there are people that don't like him. There are people that don't like
I
me.
love him.
There-
No, I don't like you, so that works out perfect. Thank you.
But you understand
One,
what
I
I'm
just wanted to
saying?
get to the list.
But everybody fits everybody.
Right.
No, exactly.
You understand? But the way my father taught me, you don't have to curse to be funny. Dice is an exception, and there's a lot of other ones that are an exception. Okay,
But sometimes cursing is a little. If I could curse on the show, I think I could bring it to the next level.
Right,
You know, I have
exactly.
a lot of curse words
But
I like to say to you right
you
now.
gear
that I'm feeling.
your
Freddie, can you hear
show
that?
towards the venue. You gear your show towards
Oh, no,
the venue.
100%. Yes,
George
you have
Carlin,
to.
Robin Williams.
Absolutely.
You know, all of these people, Roseanne Barr. You know, just all of these comics that we all grew up with, like Richie Menavini, dear friend of mine that owned East Side Comedy Club in Huntington, where Kevin James got his start, and Gary Valentine, and Adam Ferrara, and I can go on and on and on and on. A lot of big stars came from East Side Comedy, thanks to Richie Menavini and the Comedy Club, and Kevin James, God bless him, he went from here to
huge.
here,
Oh, yeah.
and well-deserved.
And let me ask you, where do you how do you come up with your material? Like, what influences you to come
It's
up
just everyday life I talk about.
He belongs to Boca West Country Club. Every moment he walks in the
Yeah,
door is another.
with? Walking out the door is funny.
Yeah, it's. See, I pull from everywhere. You know, did I get a break like all these big guys yet? Unfortunately, not yet. Maybe someday I will. Okay, but I talk about real life occurrences. I talk about funny things, and it just happens. Like my father, he would pull something out of left field, and that's how I learned. I would pull something out of left field, and you run with it. It's either, what's the word? Here, I'll give you an example. It's either you're a true athlete and you could become a pro football player because it's the gift, or you just don't have it.
Right.
You know, so it's something I really can't describe. It's something that it's just there.
You got to have it.
You got Sebastian.
And then the most important part is you have to know how to use your talent.
Right.
Yeah.
And Sebastian became a whole nother breed. God
he's
bless
awesome.
him, too.
Awesome.
The guy's hysterical. You know?
And all he does is talk about regular stuff.
That's what it's about.
Yeah.
His family, that's what we talk about.
Yeah,
And we all can relate
because
to
it's
that
true
because
to
our
life.
parents did the same thing. How many times did my father smack in the back of the head? I don't even know what I
Everybody
did.
can relate to
I
what
don't
he
even know what I
says.
did. I only got hit. And they're like, don't do that again. I'm like, I have no idea what I did or said.
You know, it's his first movie was The Godfather
728.
in 1971, my father.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he did a lot of scenes with Pacino, but back then he looked almost identical to Pacino, so he got cut out a lot.
Oh, wow.
But if you want to watch some of his movies in Google, Out for Justice, He played Frankie.
I remember.
Steven, he played the mob boss,
Yeah.
Steven's best friend, and Rounders. He played the guy in the clubhouse where he beats Matt Damon, Lorna. Go to his site. You'll see.
Tons of movies.
Yeah, tons of stuff and whatever it may be.
What are you doing? What are we doing?
I'm sitting right here.
No, what do you got? What do you got going on now?
We got to jump on your
Well, I got
piggyback
a project
here real quick.
I'm working on, okay, that is how much time I see the finger coming through the curtain.
Yeah, before you even do that, please, let me just...
Yes, we're going to transition into a commercial.
Okay.
And then we're going to come back.
We'll be right back after these
So
words.
check it out. All right, so check it out. We'll be back on momentarily. Quick shout out to our sponsors, Fat Pickle, Hideaway at Palm Beach, Deck and Drive. We are late night, the sexiest place to be, 6 Borough. Come right back, and we will be right back. Whoop, whoop.
RD Promo is the premier source of unique and captivating promotional products. Whether you need gifts for trade shows, corporate giveaways, holidays, or something in between, RD Promo is committed to the best services and products for our clients. Our expert account representatives are committed to your satisfaction and are prepared to help you find the promotional bags, gift items, and products you need. Our compelling corporate gifts meet high-quality standards and are designed to work for every budget. RD Promo makes promoting your business affordable, efficient, and fun. We work with high-end clients, advertising, and marketing firms alike to craft successful marketing campaigns for brands. Small businesses, major corporations, and multinational Fortune 500 companies have trusted us for their promotional product needs. Call 1-855-915-7377 or visit our website at rdpromo.com.
The Hideaway of Palm Beach. Free food all night from our gourmet kitchen. Drink and dance specials all night. Exclusive private VIP rooms. Top shelf bottle specials. The Hideaway Palm Beach. Come meet our top-notch bartenders and servers. And of course, the most beautiful entertainers in Palm Beach. The Hideaway. Palm Beach's hidden gem. The secret is out. The Hideaway Palm Beach. Located at 1152 Old Okeechobee Road, West Palm Beach. Open 4 p.m. to 5 a.m. 7 days a week. The Hideaway of Palm Beach.
All right, so check it out, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Friday night, Boca Raton stand-up. We are live only here at the 6th Borough. Quick shout out to my beautiful co-host. I'll tell you right now, Denise Cassell. She is live. Denise, can you please take it away from me? Take it away, girl.
Thank you, Nico. So everyone, welcome back to the 6th Borough. We're entering to the second part of our show, the Power Up Hour. And we're going to continue our story and interview with, I want to say Sal, but it's really Guy. Sal's with us right now. Guy Richards is talking to us about his growing up as with his father and being a comedian and meeting all of the most iconic names that we can ever imagine in entertainment history. You know, those of the Rat Pack, you know, Sinatra. I mean, it was just the stories that he shared with us. You know, you really amazing stories and so fortunate. I mean, actually...
He was name dropping, but it was like a bag of names. He threw like a big bush.
Well,
of A-list celebrities that are like his
grew up around
family, part of his mishpucha. I just want all the listeners to know. We're blessed to have you in the studio
but they
right
were
now.
real people.
No, of course.
Yeah.
But let me ask you a question, if I may. That's wonderful. But
Go ahead.
what are you up to now? Because you're absolutely hilarious. You're handsome. You're
thank
charismatic.
you.
So
Thank
if you're retired, I want you to come out of retirement. You're in a goddamn gated community that you live in. Okay, let me tell you.
Well, I just finished a TV pilot that they had a nice premiere for in Long Island, and it's called Jiggle the Handle. I have to mention that, and that was written and directed and produced by Mr. Joe Pomerico. Okay, and I had the pleasure of being in the show, and they just had the premiere, and it was created also by Christopher Brian Roach with Joe. And Christopher Roach, as you know, is a very well-known comic. He's been on Paul Blart Mall Cop and everything else, and etc. So you can look up Chris Roach. And also Christine James Walker, who's a wonderful actress, and she should go through the roof. You know, she's been on TV shows, the FBI shows, etc., etc. So that's Jiggle the Handle. You see it there now. Obviously,
Kenny was in the movie Jiggle the Schmeckle.
Yeah, obviously I didn't get paid enough to be on the front cover. So, but that's okay. No, but they have the trailer on Facebook and everything else. You can go look at it.
Cover. Yeah, that was scary.
I'm working on my own project right now that I cannot discuss.
Oh, it sounds good.
Yeah, that's
right.
That's the name of it.
It's all right.
Not
It's just
discuss.
us.
It sounds
It's just us.
It sounds a lot of.
But you will be hearing about it, and I
definitely 1 year. Hopefully, it's that 1 year. That
yeah,
I
I had the pleasure of doing something with a gentleman, but if I tell you who he is, then you're going to know what I'm doing.
Right.
But at the time, just look for
What I'm
it.
really asking for, if I may, is there any way we can, as the six borough team of, you see the four people,
Go ahead.
we can just jump on your coattails and
Absolutely.
just ride it all the way to wherever it is, never ever land or
Absolutely.
whatever
We
the
have
land
a
is.
Why not?
we have a phone call. Who's on the line? All right.
Oh, we lost
know it's
again. We
not
got
Frank
disconnected.
Are they still there?
Junior, we know it's not.
They on?
Maybe it's my phone.
Oh,
We lost
maybe it's your
them.
dad, exactly.
What happened? Dave. Was it Dave?
Yeah.
I believe
Dave,
it was Dave.
call back if you're listening.
Yes.
I guess they disconnected you.
Yeah, Dave, put a quarter
Dave's
in
got to
his
have some patience.
Yeah. So, yeah, Jiggle the Handle. I got a bunch of stuff going on. Also, I'm supposed to be getting a text. There's an event that I'm doing. Okay, I have to mention this. It would be remiss if I didn't. There's an event that is happening on April 29th, okay, out here in Florida, from 6 to 10 p.m., and it's a big event for a charity. I do a lot of charity. It's, now, keep in mind, the tickets are $312 for singles and $530 a couple. I am involved with them. I spoke to them, and they are wonderful people. They are founded by Nick and Alex and Victoria. And this year's theme is the moon and out of this world, brought to you by Champion Porsche. It's going to be a lot of high-end cars, Lear jets, etc., celebrities. It's going to be a heck of an event.
And
you
doing
can
there? Are you
purchase.
hosting it?
Pardon me?
Are you hosting it or are you a...
Well, I'm going to be a part. They might want me as one of the ambassadors or whatever it may be, which I'm grateful to be involved with.
Of course.
And but let me give you the website so you can go there for more information. It's wheelswingsfashion.com, but I'll spell it WheelSwings.
Alex runs it.
Fashion, FASHION.com, and they sell out every single year, and the benefiting the LLS Scotch and Sharks Alpha Society, and to go live with them for a purpose. Wheels exotic cars, luxury cars, helicopters, fighter jets, three main designs on the beautiful runway, auctions, live silent auctions.
At the airport, right?
Yeah, it's at the airport.
What you don't know is that we're actually going to be there.
Oh.
We should have told you, forewarned you.
So,
We're planning
like
on
I
making...
said, I'm telling you people about the event. But listen, one more time, the event can, you can't
Wheels
put it
and
up.
Wings.
Go to the website is these glasses, these dollar glasses are no
We'll
good.
put it on our website, so you can go to
All right.
powerupradiotv.com. We'll put it on there.
Wheelswings.fashion.com.
Wheels, wings. Yeah, wheels, wings, and fashions.com.
Oh, wheels, wings,
Wheels for the cars, wings for the
fashion.com.
planes.
You gave a swingers website. Thank
Yeah,
you
Wheels
so much.
Swings.
What's going on over there?
Wheels Swings is a different party.
Glasses I can't see. I apologize.
Doesn't work next week because
Wheels-
you're fired. They kicked us off the air.
Wheelswingsfashion.com.
He said wheels. He
Wheelswingsfashion.com.
said wheels and swingers.
As soon as he said it the first time, I looked at Nico because I was like, Nico smiled.
My apology. It's these dollar glasses. I'm sorry. I'm trying.
There you have it, folks. The Six
got it.
Barrel. You just never know what's going to happen on here.
There you go. WheelsWingsFashion.com.
There it is.
It's on there.
WheelsWingsFashion.com. David Diamond Lee, David Roth. David Roth is the one that got me on the show.
We have him on the show, yeah. Great
Big
guy.
shout out because David called me.
David Lee Roth. Yeah.
You guys called David, and I'm glad to hear. But I got a lot of stuff going on, so hit me up on Facebook. Be my friend. If you don't want to, you don't have to be my friend. I don't know if I left. Oh, I got one more thing that I'm doing in April. Actually, I was invited. I used to break dance. I'll get to that real quick.
I still break dance in case you want to.
Yeah.
Oh, we can clear out. Let's clear it all out.
We'll clear in a sec.
In case you want to put some money on it, my brother.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that.
We don't have ambulance services available. Hold on.
My group was one of the originals from Long Island that started breakdancing with Rocksteady, New York City Breakers. They were in New York, and we did Beach Street.
Do you know Matt Levy by chance?
Matt Levy, no. Lester Wilson, who's the choreographer of Beach Street, you know Lester, and stuff like that. But I met a dear friend, and he hosts the USA Breaking Competition every single year.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Okay?
Beautiful.
Every single year. So he invited me to battle and to be one of the judges.
And what's his name?
All right, well, we're going to cut up some cardboard, put it on the floor here in a minute.
You want to bust a move, bro?
Yeah, right.
Let's go. Put it on and we'll battle right now.
We'll have to make sure that we have
Yeah, you gotta clear out the
ambulatory services available just in case, you
No,
know.
I won't go on the floor, but
Somebody
I'll
call
pop
me.
the lock with you.
Pop and lock.
Pop and lock. Okay.
Hit the beat,
Okay.
bro.
Oh
Let's
dear.
go.
Well, for those
Let's
of you
see
that
what you got.
cannot,
And I see these guys are about to pop lock it out right now on the Sixth Borough.
Let's see what you got, brother.
So
If you can
therefore-
get onto the website, you got to go on PowerUpRadioTV.com.
It's the Pro-Am. It's called the Pro-Am Deck 2023.
So you can see this live.
Those are my boys.
Look up
His name's not Sal. His name is Sama. Felix.
I
Sama.
said Sal. I didn't say
Oh, I
Sal.
apologize. Felix Sama, and then
Yeah,
and
Sal's
then
the
the
head
other
guy.
one is
Not that guy.
Crazy Legs.
Crazy, remember? Oh, Crazy Legs, Chino, Mo.
Yeah.
well, we are obviously going down old
Yeah,
school
this is
lane.
on June 9th to the 11th, 2023, and you can go to their site also.
Where
it's
is
not
that?
the same site, but look it up. I got it right here. It's
And this is
called
a
the
breakdancing?
Pro-Am Dance
Yes,
DJ Expo.
And where's that at?
I'll show you
This
an
is
incredible
going to be
video that I
held.
did.
Hold on,
I produced this
breakdancers
artist.
now, the sports overview.
We're going to have to get some WD-40 for these
Let's
guys.
go.
All right, here we go.
Here we go.
Uh-oh, let's go. Clear out that equipment. I'm going in. Go. Go for me. Go for me. Hey. Uh-oh. Oh, shh. I'm over here.
We're doing it.
Oh, he's confident. Woo!
Let me tell you. Here comes Bingo.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are not watching this, you need to go ahead and watch us.
Bingo just dropped a split. Popping,
Whoa, we're
spinning.
oh gosh, do we need 911? This is fantastic.
Oh, you listen right now. These guys are breaking it
Good
down.
Lord.
This is This is breaking
Go!
too.
Okay, we're good.
Geriatric Boogaloo.
You guys are nuts.
Ladies and gentlemen, there we have.
Oh my God. Where's the
I
ambulance?
definitely did your bar mitzvah.
Sorry,
There's
that
no
was the
way.
salad.
Definitely did your bar mitzvah. It's gotta be.
The amount of rust on the floor right now is insane.
I'm out of breath. I need a cigarette.
Oh, jeez. Well, everyone, if you have not seen what's going on, we always encourage you, please go and watch our show afterwards.
We
if
got
you have missed
to
it
do
or
that the
anything.
right way. Set it up so we can see you guys.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Can't see anything.
Well, we saw enough.
Sixborough, we have no idea what the heck's gonna happen.
Thank God.
Sure.
Last week we were eating food off of our beautiful Denise. So
That was-
you know what I mean? We have no idea.
Well, once again, that's the Pro-Am. I need to be in shape for this one.
Yo, we're just boys. We're not B-boys. We lost it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. We so appreciate you sharing. You're a ball of energy.
Stay on for us.
Stay on for us, and we're going to move on to our next segment with Karen Larrea, who's with us, who is our dating expert, and she's going to be with us.
I'll be honest with you. You got to be kidding me. For the viewers that cannot view her, let me tell you right now, I've searched high and low, and there's not one thing wrong with her physically.
Oh, she's a dating expert?
Yeah, she's a dating. Yeah,
she's going to be, yes, we're going to talk a little bit more.
Is she married?
Well, hold on. We're going to go to commercial break, and we're going to switch the set a little bit. Let's go to our quick commercial break. We'll be right back, everyone.
All right, so check it out. We'll be back momentarily, only live here at the 6th Borough. Another day in the life. Yalla Baligan. Let's go.
RD Promo is the premier source of unique and captivating promotional products. Whether you need gifts for trade shows, corporate giveaways, holidays, or something in between, RD Promo is committed to the best services and products for our clients. Our expert account representatives are committed to your satisfaction and are prepared to help you find the promotional bags, gift items, and products you need. Our compelling corporate gifts meet high-quality standards and are designed to work for every budget. RD Promo makes promoting your business affordable, efficient, and fun. We work with high-end clients, advertising, and marketing firms alike to craft successful marketing campaigns for brands. Small businesses, major corporations, and multinational Fortune 500 companies have trusted us for their promotional product needs. Call 1-855-915-7377 or visit our website at rdpromo.com.
The Hideaway of Palm Beach. Free food all night from our gourmet kitchen. Drink and dance specials all night. Exclusive private VIP rooms. Top shelf bottle specials. The Hideaway Palm Beach. Come meet our top-notch bartenders and servers. And of course, the most beautiful entertainers in Palm Beach. The Hideaway. Palm Beach's hidden gem. The secret is out. The Hideaway Palm Beach. Located at 1152 Old Okeechobee Road, West Palm Beach. Open 4 p.m. to 5 a.m. 7 days a week. The Hideaway of Palm Beach.
Check it out, ladies and gentlemen. Friday night, we are live only here at the 6th Borough, the sexiest place to be on 95.3, 95.9, 106.9, and AM 1470. Quick shout out to our sponsors, Fat Pickle, Hideaway of Palm Beach, and Deck in Drive. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for the one and only Joe Rubo. Take it away, Joe.
Thank you, everybody. Welcome back. You gotta excuse me, I'm a little tired tonight. I came back from Vegas last night on the red eye. It's very tired, but the show is waking me up. That dance contest was really cool.
Well, it was really cool. But tell us about your Vegas trip.
Well, I went there for work, and I wound up meeting a friend of mine there. I'm looking on social media like everybody else does, and I see one of my old friends is in the same hotel as me, the MGM Grand. So we hook up. Next thing I know, it's 5:30 in the morning.
There you go.
There he is. This Jason Jaraki. He runs Woody's club in Almirado. Go see him. There's an old friend of mine, Sal Rigatoni. We had a great time, but I'm paying for it today.
Is that a real last name, Rigatoni?
No, that's his nickname. Palmer. His last name is Palmer.
When he talks on the phone, he's talking to Sal Rigatoni.
Rigatoni.
But anyway, because we were just talking about that, you thought I was still in Vegas. Now I'm back.
I thought you were still.
But I heard we were going to have the date coach on again.
The date coach,
and I said,
that's
I'm
right.
coming home early.
Yes.
I have a lot of questions.
Yes, so, we had Karen on once before, and We loved her so much, and the content that we were able to come up for you as our listeners and viewers was just amazingly funny and valuable. Funny because, of course, who I'm with here in the room, but really, actually, a lot of great advice that can come from this. Funny how? Well, everyone, we have Karen Larrea with us, and she specializes in singles over 40, dating in the 6th borough. So, well, over 40. You know, so if you want to go ahead and give us any comments, please, you can do it on Facebook and YouTube Live, where to be featured on our show. And we want to hear from you. So you can call us at 888-994-4995, Studio A. That's right, Studio A. And we're going to take it off. We have some interesting things that we're going to talk about. So, welcome, Karen. Welcome to this segment of the show. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Thank you so much. I don't know if I can follow up to that, so I'm going to try my best.
I got a twerking song coming for you, girl, in about a few minutes.
There we go.
Warm you up. We get a little twerking going there.
You and Denise are going to have a twerk contest.
Oh, goodness, no. We don't.
Okay, hold on. Latinas don't twerk.
That's right.
Oh, permiso. All right, so a little. Yo, can you merengue, salsa? Help me out. The Latino aquí. Mira, help me.
Oh.
Well,
there you go.
El Borough uno más aquí. No habla nada. There you go. Perfecto. There it is. Besito ahora.
Yeah, I don't know if you brought me back because Kenny may have more questions.
Yeah, Kenny's got the whole situation.
More relationship questions.
I have a lot of questions, too.
Oh, there we go. Let's go, Joe.
Oh, well, actually,
thank you for having me back. I'm really happy to be back here.
Pleasure.
Yeah, it's a
we
lot
are
of fun.
super excited to have you here. But you know what? Let's give the audience and our viewers a little bit of your background, a little bit of your story, and then, of course, how all this came to be. Because you shared that once before, but let's refresh their memory.
Okay, so how I got to be a certified dating and relationship coach is I was on a reality show on HBO Max, My Mom, Your Dad. It was a second chance finding love dating show for over 40. I was on there with my daughter, and from that I gained a following, and people were asking me left and right regarding questions about dating and relationships. And so I actually had my own little 6-week series with dating experts and psychologists on as well, and then 2 of them said to me, Karen, you're really good at this. You really should get certified and start dating coach and relationship coaching. And I was like, you know what? I have this following. I love what I'm doing. It was kind of like a second calling. And so here I am. I have my clients, and this is what I'm doing now.
And so how does it work? Let's say a guy is 50 years old, lives in Boca, single, 2 daughters, charismatic.
Are you, someone just asking for a friend?
No, yeah, this guy knows from, he's my buddy, listen, he's single. And, as I mentioned. So how do you go about that in regards to...
So I don't...
But he's got like a really wild personality. So in regards to whoever the girl is, can't be like an introvert or anything like that, because it's like a crazy scene when you let him out of his cage.
There we go. Well, that's a lot of my clients.
Oh, okay. There you go.
So I'm not a matchmaker. What I am is a dating and relationship coach. So a lot of people remember that we come out of divorces. So I specialize, even though I have some clients in their 30s, I specialize in most of my clients are over 40, and they're coming out of long-term relationships or marriages. And when you go back into the dating scene, it's totally changed as to what we knew when we were married in our 20s, and early 30s. So they really don't know how to get back in. So I help them navigate into what is the new modern dating world, which
would
is
be
just
like swipe left or swipe right. Is that where we're starting there?
I have some clients who are hesitant of going online. Some are not. I had a gentleman. He didn't even know, like, Karen, how do I even dress? I have no idea. Right. What are the dating rules now as to how? So
you basically do a whole makeover and everything.
We can do makeovers. I coach them.
Let's say you were to pretend and do a role, a talk through. Hey, what's your name? Like all that type of jargon, and the guy's like far left field doesn't know how to speak to a woman, possibly.
Absolutely.
Or even listen is most importantly.
And today I was with a dating client. We had a session today, and it was a woman, and I was talking through. We were going through the date that she was going to have, so I was prepping her for her date. So it's several different things that we go to, and it's just kind of navigating back. It's really, it's not the world that we knew where you went into a bar or you went into work and you met your potential mate. This is completely
especially
different.
Boca Raton, they won't just go home with you that night. They definitely check the boxes.
What kind of ladies are going home with you, Nico?
Tax bracket?
This is a very important question.
How do I get some of what you have? Welcome to Boca.
There's a lot of prepping for dates these days.
Oh, yeah. And imagine she's on a date with you, bro, and she's thinking about what she said. She's all like, don't answer it right away. Act calm, look away. And then like, sure, I would love for you to.
Yeah, or a lot of people have anxiety and they think from the first date, instead of enjoying that first date or those first few days, they're already thinking about from the first hour sitting down, could this be the person for me? You're already going ahead. I try to
they're not enjoying themselves.
They're not enjoying it. They're not being in the moment, so I slow them down.
Or giving it away, possibly if they're an alcoholic, and like, let me get another drink. And they're like, damn, she had 5 of them.
How would you know, if you don't mind me asking?
Go ahead.
How would you know what is the
The what?
You know, when you meet somebody, if you're coaching somebody, how do you know when they get that feeling? How do you know that they're meant for each other? At all sincerity, what do you coach them to look for? Like women, from what I understand, will look at a man the way he's dressed. They'll look at his shoes first.
Sure.
If I'm
But
correct.
it's different now because we all wear sneakers.
Right,
But
but
years
the same
ago,
thing.
I look at your shoes, now look at your watch.
when
But
a
this
man-
guy's a bum. He's wearing sneakers.
Right, when a
But
man
now-
compliments a woman, you don't say nice behind or anything. You have beautiful eyes.
There you go, Volt.
So
who's buying that one?
Listen, I ain't
I don't
talking
think
to
that
you.
works anymore.
So, but
Compliments
what
are
do you
He needs your
actually?
help.
What
There's
do
a
you
new
actually
contestant.
coach? I mean, you're single?
We don't answer questions on the
She don't
coach's
answer questions. She only gives answers.
Well, I'm assuming you're single. How's that working for you? No,
We don't answer the coach's life.
Guy Richards, I got a feeling. Look, he's going in for the kill like
Do you
Kermit.
know how many interviews I do that they try to get that out of me?
Look at this guy
Let's
trying to
talk
get
about
in
my
you, honey.
clients.
What are you talking about? Pay attention. Guy's going in.
I'm spoken for. I am. He and I have been dating for a long
We've been
time.
there for a long time. He's a sweetheart.
What's the inspiration that gave you the inspiration, and how do you coach somebody to be who they are, not what they're trying not to be?
Well, you have to be yourself, and I always tell them to be yourself, because if you're not yourself, that can only last for so long. That can last a max of 3 months, which is where I say where the mask comes off. So I always try to tell them, like I say, usually women from the first minute, from that first date, are like, could this be my potential mate? Is this good for long term? And the men are like, a lot of times, like, they're thinking in another sense, like, can I take her home? So I just tell on both ends, whether it's my dating coaching, I'm dating coaching either a woman or a man. I just tell them, take your time, don't rush things, let everything unfold as it is. And usually you have that gut feeling when you meet someone, like, okay, I can go on. And usually at the end of the first date, if you want a second date.
Of course.
Second
right.
date,
Of
then you
course.
go on to your third date.
Sure.
So it's just really about being in that moment and trying to slow them down. And I think a lot of people now, and especially because they are over 40, it's like, I don't have much time. I want to get into a relationship quickly,
Makes sense.
And especially in the first meetings, I call, at least to my clients, which is something new for people who are 40, I call it dating in rotation, in the sense of don't lock yourself down with one person immediately. Take the 2-3 dates and date someone else. And I'm not saying
love
being intimate.
Would that
you
be
just rung some
promiscuous?
bells.
No,
Yeah,
but
I
then
know.
you're
Well, I'm not
promiscuous.
saying- yeah,
Your
I'm not
neighbor
saying
saw you
the
get picked
dinging
up by
thing.
4 different guys
Ding,
in
ding,
2
ding.
days.
Give me that dinger.
I'm knocking on your door.
Wait, where's the bell?
There's the bell.
Hey!
Yeah, but
there
I'm
you
not.
go. Ring that bell.
And I'm not saying to be intimate. You can go on dates, with 2 or 3 people, and
At
you're
once?
just getting
Oh,
different
okay.
is, but you're getting
That's
to
a
know them.
different
And by the
question.
2nd, 3rd date, you kind of know, are they going to fall off, or are you going to continue with that person? By the 3rd date, you should know, okay, who am I cutting off, or who's falling off, and then you're going to get to know
Who
your
kissed me
number
by the
one
second
person.
date? That's all I want to know. By the 3rd day, we're holding hands. Honey,
Right.
we gotta go. I'll be right back. I'm going.
Yeah, you
But
should
it's-
know. Absolutely. You have to take the time to get to know people. And, at the age where you're over 40, you get a little desperate and you can't do that, because that's where you miss a lot of the red flags and you start making mistakes and you lose about, anywhere from 3 to 6 months of your life at that point. And what did you just do?
No, I
Right.
hear
Right.
you.
Yeah.
That's what when you were saying that, some people, they go in so worried about finding their forever.
Yeah.
Enjoy the moment, have fun.
That's the key.
And then if
Some
it-
girls
if
are
That
like
is the
that,
key. Like with my
bro.
client
But
today,
if it's
she
gonna
was
happen,
so
it's gonna happen.
she was so concerned. Like, well, I don't know if this is going to go right. I'm like, just
Too much
go.
thought.
Too much thought. And I said,
do you have a lot of your
stop
clients
thinking
try
from
to-
here
if I may?
and start feeling from here. Be in the
Right.
moment.
Do your clients, if I may, just sit there? Let's say we're on a date. They're sitting there judging that person, the man, going, "Oh my God, look, he's wearing a hat. Oh my God, he's got an earring. Oh my
Right.
God,
Oh,
he's
he's
got a
not
watch
for me
on.
just
Oh
by
my
the way
goodness,
he
he's
walks."
looking at my this and that."
I mean, I think that's each individual person.
Yeah, right.
But obviously, if she accepted a date or he accepted a date,
Right.
either you've met in person or if you've met online, you're going to see their profile and what they are.
So do you think, though, let me just focus on that for a second, because, Nico, you said, is that person judging me? Do you do the work first with your client to build that self-esteem, that confidence, before you go on a date? Because you really need to have that level so that you don't go down that road. Are they judging me? Are they not? You go there to be present to who you are. But we're going to have to go to a commercial break before you answer that question.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right, so check it out, ladies and gentlemen. We're live here at Boca Raton Stand Up, only here at the 6th Borough. Quick shout out to our sponsors, Fat Pickle, Hideaway, Deck and Drive. Ladies and gentlemen, the 6th Borough. We'll be right back.
WNN Pompano Beach, WIRK HD3 Indiantown. Programming paid for by Vic Canales Media Group. Broadcasting from the Robes Studio. Injured recently? Call the Robes Law Group, where winning is a habit. 561-570-5700. 561-570-5700. Robes, winning for you and our community. Your home for the True Oldies channel. After our previous all-time record-breaking attendance concert, we're back. This time with a Motown tribute. The True Oldies channel and Palm Beach County Parks and Recreation present the last show of the Carlin Park After Dark concert series. And we've left the best for last. On Saturday, April 8th, come see one of the most exciting and vibrant shows yet with Legends of Motown with the Crush Party Band. Get ready to dance the night away to some of the greatest Motown hits of all time. The Crush Party Band's Legends of Motown will take you on a trip through some of the greatest songs of the 60s and 70s. This free show is open to the public, but VIP pod seating is also available for purchase at TrueOldiesFLA.com. Don't be left out. It's the grand finale of the Carlin Park After Dark concert series. Saturday, April 8th at the Seabreeze Amphitheater in Jupiter, 750 South State Route A1A. Brought to you by Margaritaville at Sea, Sloman's 1-800-ALARM-ME, the Robes Law Group, the Jupiter Joe Money Show, online at JupiterJoe.com, and the True Oldies channel. For more information or VIP seating, visit TrueOldiesFLA.com. Follow Oldies on social media. See what's happening in the community. Have a laugh with some funny memes. And keep in touch with other good time oldies lovers. Facebook and Instagram at True Oldies FLA. That's at True Oldies FLA.
RD Promo is the premier source of unique and captivating promotional products. Whether you need gifts for trade shows, corporate giveaways, holidays, or something in between, RD Promo is committed to the best services and products for our clients. Our expert account representatives are committed to your satisfaction and are prepared to help you find the promotional bags, gift items, and products you need. Our compelling corporate gifts meet high-quality standards and are designed to work for every budget. RD Promo makes promoting your business affordable, efficient, and fun. We work with high-end clients, advertising, and marketing firms alike to craft successful marketing campaigns for brands. Small businesses, major corporations, and multinational Fortune 500 companies have trusted us for their promotional product needs. Call 1-855-915-7377 or visit our website at rdpromo.com.
The Hideaway of Palm Beach. Free food all night from our gourmet kitchen. Drink and dance specials all night. Exclusive private VIP rooms. Top shelf bottle specials. The Hideaway Palm Beach. Come meet our top-notch bartenders and servers. And of course, the most beautiful entertainers in Palm Beach. The Hideaway. Palm Beach's hidden gem. The secret is out. The Hideaway Palm Beach, located at 1152 Old Okeechobee Road, West Palm Beach. Open 4 p.m. to 5 a.m. 7 days a week. The Hideaway of Palm Beach.
All right, once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show, the Sixth Borough. Take it away, Denise.
And we're back. So we're sitting here with Karen Larrea, who is our specialist in dating here in the Sixth Borough, and she's been giving us nuggets of advice and information and different stories to actually, take and apply to our own personal lives. And we have, of course, the crazy crew that's here, including our guest who's here with us, Guy Richards, actor, comedian, who is in the first part of our show, who's participating and helping us get through dating in the Sixth Borough. Although he says he's spoken for, Joe is spoken for, we have Kenny that's spoken for. Kenny and I remain to be whatever we are. We're here and present in the moment.
That's it.
That's it. We live that. So going back to the question, right? Give us the answer. We frame the question so we can actually hear what the answer would be.
Okay, so you asked me that if a person needs to have the confidence, and that is actually before we start, so my dating sessions, my coaching sessions are 12-week-long coaching sessions, so you have got to commit to those 12 weeks when I coach you. And the first 2 to 3 sessions, we focus on self-love, we focus on being confident, because if you don't have those things, it is going to be really, really hard in dating, because you're just going to attract and meet people that are just not in your same vibe.
Whoa, that's a big one. Attract who you are, where you are in your life, right?
Absolutely. A lot of people, they find it sometimes like, oh, that's woo-woo stuff, but then once they start explaining it to them, they're like, oh, I get it. If you go around and have like a really bad attitude, that's all you're going to attract. But if you have a positive attitude and, positivity and self-love and you're confident in yourself, confidence is 75% of the battle.
Hey, you know what?
Right there.
When you're done with the 12 weeks there, go 12 weeks with her, boom, the next 24 weeks, you're set.
I'm too old.
The more I look at other people, I'm more confident. Like I was walking through the mall today, and my daughter actually said, "Oh, Dad, you know something? You are really confident." I'm like, "Well, sweetheart, look at this guy right here. Look at this bum right there. Look at this guy."
A lot of schleppy guys walking around.
Yeah, the schleppy guys who don't take care of themselves are just a hot mess. But if you just care a little bit, you could take it so much further.
That's a great segue,
it is.
though.
You have got to be confident within yourself. Yeah.
Now, do you assist in preparing them to
question.
Sorry, then go ahead. You run with it. Go run with it.
You read my mind. I love it.
We're on the same page. See, this is my work husband. It is. When you
I'm their work counselor.
Great counselor. So now you made me forget the question. You go. Run with it.
Thing.
Let's see if we're on the same one.
Them?
Like
outside the window?
Right. You like if I sat with you, right, and you were coaching me, you would pick this up right away. I could tell there's a pattern to the kind of people you like to date, right? And you would say, Joe, start dating some normal people.
Normal.
Listen, I always tell my clients, think outside the box, and people that you think that you may not be attracted to,
exactly,
the non-applicable men or the non-applicable woman, give them a chance, and that's probably going to be one of the best relationships you ever have in your life.
That's beautiful.
So you're saying sometimes it is true, opposites do attract.
And it's not even just so of the opposites. Like, I had a client that she worked with me prior now. She's actually getting married, but her whole thing was like, the man has got to be over 6 feet. He's got to be blonde. He's got to be this. And I was like, stop.
You stop right now, though. If I may, we're in Boca Raton, Florida, and the first thing they say is, "What kind of job do you have?" And he better be able to provide.
They say that everywhere.
Because I'm charismatic.
They say that everywhere. That's just in Boca.
I'm an entertainer. They're like, no. I'm like,
But you know what it is.
That's not just Boca. It's everywhere.
Yeah, that's everywhere.
But you know what I'm saying.
I'll rewind to my mother's relationship. My mother dated or whatever it may be. But my mother and my father, may so rest, were married for 60 years.
That's beautiful.
That you don't find anymore. Today, unfortunately, you see a lot of relationships and marriages that last about 7 minutes.
Because people are taking other people for granted, and like they're disposable.
Right.
And I think a huge part of that has got to be what we have now is
patience.
Well, not only the patience, but now, if I want to get some attention, I just have to go on an app. Well, forget her. We just got into an argument. Let me go get some attention
go
from
find
3 other
somebody
women
else.
or
Yeah.
from 2
Right,
other men,
right.
and I can have a date in an hour. And they don't want to work on the relationship part.
It's too easy.
So
now,
I
you're
have,
right.
it's too easy. But
Well,
you know what?
everything is
It's
fast
superficial.
today.
It's superficial. It's not working on that relationship where you have to care and actually give into,
When was the last time, and I'll use you and myself as an example, when was the last time you actually wrote a letter to somebody on paper?
Oh, my
They can't
gosh.
cursive. My
Okay.
children can't write in cursive.
When was the last?
That's why I kept my
They're in
kids
college,
in
they can't
Catholic
write in
school.
cursive.
That's
Right.
that's
Right.
the main reason I
They-
kept my
they-
children
they
in
don't
Catholic
know how
school.
to
They
write
come
cursive.
out writing cursive.
But when was the
I gave them a
last
grocery
time
list in cursive. The guy came
somebody-
home with everything else but what I asked.
Yes, somebody actually took the time, sat down with a pen or a pencil or whatever, and wrote a letter and mailed it out. To me, that becomes more personal, more endearing, and more inviting because
This is it there for the
that
last
is
3 years.
old school.
But if you're a good man or a good woman, you pick up on that. So you ask me for my personal
Yes. You're going to throw the mic
experience.
at me, or should I?
No,
I
my
know.
personal experience. I actually mentioned that to someone, and the
You did.
following week, he had sent me. I said, no one writes any more love
Right,
letters,
right,
or no
right.
one writes a letter, or no one writes no cards anymore. And he actually sent me a card in the mail out of
was
the blue.
me.
Well, if they
And I was like,
if they do,
Get in there.
Kenny, join me on this one. If they are writing you letters and sending you something, that means they're somewhere.
Oh wait, hold on. We
They're
got
somewhere.
Oh, we got to maintain control in the room. Okay, what was that?
Well, I'm saying if somebody's writing you love letters and stuff like that, that means they're probably
somewhere.
in a facility somewhere.
They're college.
Joe.
But
But think the romance. Think they don't want to put in the efforts anymore
Yeah.
of the love letters, of the flowers, of
I'm a big
the
I'm a big flower guy.
Oh,
You gotta have
No,
flowers.
Nico.
Everybody wants it fast.
and
They
then
want.
he's gonna complain about the women who want the bling bling.
This
Give him
is why
some
he's
flowers.
single.
The flowers go a long way.
Now, if you
Nico.
got 5G or 10G or Ultimate Band, you're good all day.
To be honest with you.
All right,
Go
so
back to the romance.
No
Yeah.
dinner, no movie, only relations. Let's start with that. And I think
No.
we should
How about a
rewrite-
nice-
Yeah, I know
that's,
you
that's
watch
after
TV and
3
movies.
months. So
Let's forget about my friend that I have for you.
Yeah. So with that said, we can go in so many different directions.
Yeah.
But one of the things that really we were talking about is preparing your client, or in general, anyone taking the advice, that you need to really take inventory of yourself, right? And you need
Absolutely.
to
It's number
understand, heal.
Yeah.
Would you say heal from whatever relationship you just got out of?
Absolutely. That is, and you cannot take, I always say, do not make your next relationship, or when you're looking for your next, you're going on your next date, do not make that person pay for the broken plates of your past relationships,
Well
because they
said.
have nothing to do with it.
It's absolutely true.
You
Yeah.
cannot base it on that.
You can
That's
use
my
it as a
number one thing.
benchmark. I would say, your non-negotiables, or perhaps you've gained perspective, point of
Yes.
view, and so on. But
I have my 10 non-negotiables with my clients. We go over that like session 3 or 4. What are your 10? Like I said, write to me if you want to write me 30, 40, 50 non-negotiables, and we're going to cut that down to 10. And these are like, and it's usually no drugs and no, so very strong, hard, not in another relationship, very strong non-negotiables. But
What's the
these.
difference between a non-negotiable and a red flag?
Well, a red flag is something you put out and you kind of notice about that person, but a non-negotiable like me, I will not date someone who does drugs. I will not date someone who drinks heavily. So those are just things that are my non-negotiables. Absolutely no way.
Heroin and PCP.
Like
marijuana. Like, where's the
Oh, it's a
and-
boring date with her.
And
of
a
the
red
above.
flag to me is, I always say, either if it's a man or a woman, first date, they start talking badly about their ex. You don't want to hear that.
No.
You're out the door. That's a red flag. That's
Yeah, because then you think they're comparing you
you
to
don't
them.
bring up your past when you're looking towards your future. Absolutely.
You talk
items.
Right.
You
Yeah.
talk about wholesome. What do you do for
Yes,
fun?
exactly. All general.
What are your hobbies? Do you love to cook? I like to cook. What do you do in your downtime?
Absolutely.
Do you like to write? Ask simple things.
The gentleman knows you keep it light and fun the first few dates. You just get to know each other, and that is the mind
What do you
frame.
do for a living?
Yeah.
Is a woman or a man will accept somebody for love, not for their money,
Yeah.
power,
Well,
property, or prestige.
Absolutely, because at the end of the day, nothing matters. It matters who that person is inside.
A lot of women don't think like that, bro. I mean it.
No, I agree with you.
No finance, no romance.
So I would say,
And the first thing they go for straight.
All right, we gotta stop calling
I
out.
don't want that, dude.
No
I'm sorry.
finance.
We need to maintain order.
Oh, I'm
Thank
sorry,
you.
ladies.
so one of the things though, in the 6th borough, so here we are in South Florida. The 6th borough is for everyone. This is the power of advice. And do you think that dating is different in different parts of our country?
Oh my gosh, absolutely. It is. It really is. I mean, we are in South Florida. Let's admit it. It's very shallow here. There's a lot of smoke screens here. So, I mean, you have to kind of like, I always say, weed out those people to find your gem and find the person that you match with best. But yeah, it definitely is. LA, New York, Chicago, Dallas. So Atlanta's kind of getting up there. It's a completely different animal versus you're in the middle of Iowa.
Well, this is true.
Yeah.
Between, I guess, the morals, the environment, and so on.
Absolutely.
So based on that, by the way, are your clients more women than men, or do you have a balance?
I have a few more men than women.
That's
Wow, I
interesting.
didn't expect that
And
answer.
have you ever been on a date, or excuse me, have they ever been on a date where they called you or text you or some kind of craziness where they're like, yo, man, I panicked. I went to the men's room and I'm calling you going, yo, Karen, please help me.
Oh, like the movie
No,
with Will Smith?
I prep them pretty good
you
before they
prep
go on
them
that
good?
date, and
And
then
there
they
was
know
no
our
like
next
last
session.
minute,
We
like,
do
oh
a
my
whole
God.
recap, and we go
She's
over.
on her
then they
sixth
go
drink,
over
I
it
better
with
get
you.
out of here.
We go over it, and are they going to go on that third or fourth date, the second date, whatever they're at, and then we continue through. So I've had 3 clients who are actually getting married, so this is awesome.
Oh, that's fantastic! Look at you being the matchmaker. I love that.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
great.
because of
Coaching.
the coaching.
The coaching.
How long-
She coached them right down the
That's all
aisle.
she's doing is educating. A lot of ignorant dating is out there.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing this, and how come you got into this field?
I got into the field by being on a dating reality show on HBO Max,
Which how
where
we started
I
off
was
the show.
actually on there, where my daughter was trying to set me up
Yep.
to find a second chance at love, and then I gained a following for that, and then I would get constantly asking advice about love and dating and relationship. And then for my followers, I did a 6-week series with psychologists and other dating experts, and then 2 of them were like, Karen, you're really good at this. I know a lot, but because I've also worked on myself for
you go to
years.
school for this, too,
I got
or-
certification, yes.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, but like the past, 4 years, I came out of a really toxic relationship 4 years ago, and so then I consciously stopped dating, and I took a year to myself to just focus on myself and really find out who I was again. And then when I was ready to start dating, which was the end of February 2020, what happened on March 16th? COVID. So the world shut down, and God was like, you think you're going to date? I don't think so. So it gave me an extra year of going in. So I've done a lot of work. I've done workshops, and not just here in Florida. Like, I've traveled around the world to go to different workshops, and I've done different certifications, and I've really just dug deep into myself. So then when I did that series for my followers, so other dating coaches were like, oh, wow, you know a lot. But because I've already done that healing work, and I got, kind of like I had like already like a little advance. So
Yeah,
the
that's a very, very important point, is the healing.
Absolutely.
Coming out of a long-term relationship, there are things, no matter what you say or do, whether it be a short-term or a long-term, there are things that you're gaining, perhaps even some baggage along the way.
Yeah,
that
and you
have
can't,
to-
and you can't. Well, I like to call it luggage, because luggage is so much
Luggage.
prettier.
Okay.
I go to my clients, it's not baggage you're bringing in, we're taking luggage, but you have to let that go, because again, like we just said, you cannot have your past relationships pay, those broken plates. It's kind of like a saying in Spanish, so I'm kind of translating into English, but you can't have those people pay for the broken plates of other people that they've done against you. You can't. It's just
can't
two
compare
different
the new
people.
relationship to your old
It's
either.
you can't. You can't bring that in.
In regards to the dating, in regards to the dating itself, do you have any of your clients that say, hey, listen, I don't want to date a woman, let's say she was 30 and she's got an 8-year-old or what have you, something like that, or they're like, listen, I want to find a woman that has an empty nester, possibly.
Yeah, and those are your non-negotiables. I do have someone,
right.
one of my clients, she does not want, she's actually in her mid-30s. She's one of my younger clients, and she wants a man who has never been married and has no children. That's kind of hard for a man in his 30s to early 40s not have that.
Probably like
But that's her
nebbish, a little
non-negotiable.
nebbish,
And you
like
know what?
very
She's been on
dorky,
dates.
nebbish.
Yeah, but she's been on this, but she doesn't have that, so that's okay for her, you know. So you have to have your non-negotiables and what you want and what you know.
She could probably find a nice mama's boy or something that's been cuddled by his mom, a little nebbish Jewish guy, that's like a scientist, could buy her the world.
Who's that?
He just goes on.
Oh my gosh, Nico.
Tell them I could hear him.
Back when, before the internet, we use that as an example, and texting and everything else.
Who's on the phone?
I mean, your expertise. What do you find the difference from back then when people would want a relationship? They would actually have to go out and meet each other at a movie or a diner for coffee or
Friends,
whatever it may be,
yeah.
opposed to today texting. Because when people text sometimes people could read it the wrong way.
It's lost in translation. That's number one. Number two, I think the dating scene right now, because of all this technology that we have and the easy of like, they're disposable, low effort is being put into this dating. You know, I know we were going to get into breadcrumbing, but it's just like, instead of like, hey, you know, a nice text of like, hey, how are you? Good morning. So I hope you enjoy your day or whatever. Or how was your day? It's just like, hey. Everything is being low effort now, and they're not putting the effort into the relationships.
I think it's because
they text me a paragraph. I'm like, hey, yes, no, okay, yes. And let me ask you one more question. I'll let you talk real quick.
I think I need to get Nico as one of my clients.
He needs the 14-week.
I understand when women ask me questions. I don't mean questions like, hey, you know, what's your mother's name? Like, Nico, what are you wearing right now? What are you doing? Is that a hat on your head? I'm like, are you joking right now? You're asking me this question?
Go to David first.
They annoy me. They will not stop asking me questions. So then I add a curse word in there to have you stop asking me that question, and your ignorance will not stop. They will not stop asking me questions.
So these are women you don't want to date.
Huh?
The more Nico talks,
these are women that you don't want to
the
date.
more you realize
Questions of common sense stuff.
he needs more training.
What are you doing? I'm DJing.
They're trying to make a conversation with you and get a.
They're driving me nuts.
I know. Well, men and women operate differently.
I'll be honest with you, I want to be left alone.
You mentioned
I'm single for a reason. I want to be left alone.
Okay.
I'm looking for like a puppy, a dog, or something that I can love.
It's Humane Society of Broward County.
You mentioned.
I don't think a dog would like you.
Stop
it.
You should get a cat.
Stop it. You're so weird.
You mentioned breadcrumbing.
Yes.
What is that?
Me, that sounds like.
So actually, we wanted to go ahead and talk about that. That's a really great segue, because one of the things that's very, very
I never heard of that.
Painful,
yes,
you know, in dating, whether it be through texting or whatnot, is the first thing that we wanted to address is ghosting.
Yes.
And I want to make a comment on that, and it's happened to me.
I love doing that.
No way.
So some men like doing that. I mean, that's not nice because it's a sense of control.
Nice.
And what is it exactly though? I don't know what ghosting is.
You want to define ghosting?
So, I mean, ghosting to me is one of the most cruelest acts in dating.
Oh, I hate doing that.
I think it's cruel. I think it's cowardly. So it's just basically, okay, so there's two things. Like, I will explain to my clients, I'll be like, I got ghosted. Okay, well, tell me the situation of how you got ghosted. They'll talk about their past. Well, him and I, you know, we were talking on a dating app, and after, you know, 3 times of messaging, he just disappeared on me. That is not ghosting. You have not met, you have not sat down face to face, you know, and then, are you ghosting me? Yeah. And then that's a little desperation there. And then, you know, or, you know, so like, let's say you've been on a date, okay, and you've gone on 2 or 3 dates, okay, and then all of a sudden she disappears completely, blocks you completely, shuts everything down, and you don't know why. Why did she do this? You were having a great time.
After relations, or just like after 3 dates of eating sandwiches?
No, you've gone on 2 or 3.
I don't think
you've gone on 2 or 3 dates. Everything's going great. You're talking about, okay, we're going to go for our 4th date on this.
Then I think he's married or something.
Well, there's different reasons, and I do know of someone that she was in a relationship for 9 months. Imagine a 9-month relationship, and the guy completely disappeared on her, blocked her, everything.
Witness protection program, Joe
definitely,
Rubo, tell him.
There, I said, you know, my first thought is he was in another relationship.
That's what I was just going to say.
That was my first thought.
Or he died.
Or just
he died.
Or he died by the morgue. You know, or just cowardly. And I always say, do to people, you know, treat people what you want done to you.
Right.
And
I give them a list of what I want done
I
to me.
have been on dates, you know, maybe a 2nd or 3rd date, and then I'm like, this is not going to go any further. I'm not feeling this. Is it difficult to say, listen, I feel we had great dates, but I don't feel the connection. But you know what? Rip that Band-Aid off and go ahead and say it. And I also always say, 1 to 2 dates, you can make that text of, hey, it was
right
really
away.
great
What are you
spending
talking
time
about?
with each other.
Put music on. She can't dance. Get out of here. Get out of here.
You know,
So glad
it's
I'm
really
married.
great.
You tell 'em.
Anything past 2 dates, make the phone call,
Yeah.
be the adult,
Yes.
and rip that Band-Aid off, because that person does deserve that closure. If the person gets crazy on you, like, but why? We got along great, and da-da-da, because that has happened as well.
Right, I don't
with
wanna explain
clients.
myself.
Listen, this is just how I feel. Please respect my feelings. I just don't think that we can go further. Be the adult, and that's it. And cut
I
it
don't
off.
want to eat at your restaurant.
And I always tell my women clients, accept his no. If he tells you no,
That's right.
accept his no. Walk away
Right.
with dignity. Or even my men clients, just a walk. Okay,
Please.
I accept your no.
Please.
You
and
know,
walk away with
please
dignity.
come back to
Funny
me.
that you brought that up. How many times have we all heard?
It's not you, it's
You
me.
gotta break up before he breaks up with you.
I think that's an insecurity.
Me too.
That's I gotta let him go. Or he's.
I was thinking more
gotta
like
let
it's.
her go.
I was thinking more like, sweetheart, I can't see you anymore. It's not you. It's me.
It's-
What do you mean? I'm going through some troubles.
But
what it
yeah.
is that you're lazy. You just lay there like a jellyfish. You
Right.
know, I'll tell you what it is. It's not a.
What did Fred
interaction.
give
So
Nico to drink?
That is an insecurity,
Of course it is.
and that's something a person needs to heal inside.
Of
Yeah,
course.
absolutely.
See, and you mentioned healing before.
Yeah.
It's like anything else, and I'm sure everybody
Yeah, time heals.
can agree. When you get right with yourself and you know who you are as a person,
Yes.
then you can move forward and help others.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Give the best
So-
of yourself.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So that is what ghosting is. People just disappear on you. But make sure you know the difference of, like, oh my gosh, I didn't talk a few times on an app and then they disappeared. Actually, you've had that face-to-face conversation. I say it's one of the most cruelest acts. It really aggravates. And yeah, in the past it has happened to me. But,
Well,
you know.
what's the breadcrumbing thing?
So the
I'm kinda
breadcrumb, okay, the
curious,
breadcrumbing
please.
is
We could do a whole
like
show with
let's.
Karen.
I-
We really can.
Breadcrumbing is when the man or woman that you are dating, okay, they just give you enough to keep you there. They're not going
okay, yeah,
fully
that
in
makes
for the
sense.
relationship but they're not sure because they don't want a relationship. They've already made up. Remember, you think about when you were dating. You've already made up your mind if you want a relationship with that woman or that man. So you.
But what if you
there
sell
go,
them
and
too?
yes,
You know,
sending
you just
messages.
sell them a
But
couple
it doesn't have to
bucks.
be only online dating. It can actually be in relationships where you've gone out with people. I've had clients
And
where
you
she's
give
like,
them a crumb
"Oh
of
my
cake
gosh,
at
he
a
again
time?
texted me." I'm like, "He texted you 4 weeks ago was the last time you." He texted you and made contact with you. He's just giving you enough to keep that interest there. Is he going to call me? Is he going to text?
And he's breadcrumbing more than one person.
Yeah, absolutely.
Of course.
They're
The whole
breadcrumbing.
pigeons, all of
Because
them.
they know they
Not
don't
that I
want a
would know that,
relationship with
but-
you, but they're not going to let you go to see if there's something better
breadcrumbing.
out there. And I don't think man or woman don't accept it.
But who came up with the word breadcrumbing?
Oh, I don't know.
I think it's
the
something
the
great.
Makes
It
sense. Gods.
gotta be a-
Look at the Urban Dictionary.
Think
I don't
about
know.
it.
And which-
Breadcrumbs.
Karen-
What do you do? If
Hansel
you
and
throw
Gretel did.
breadcrumbs, what
Yeah,
do
you're
birds
feed-
do?
I'm feeding
They
you
hit-
some
Peck, little
breadcrumbs.
peckers,
Back
little
when they used to
peckers.
call
That's what
that
they do.
Yeah.
Karen, let me ask you a question. In regards to the insecurity of men or women, who do you find more insecure? I know that the guys are a little bit dorky. They need to dress appropriate. They don't know. Because I know that then women sit there and be like, oh, I could fix him. I could just do this, and that.
Never. You can't fix anyone.
No, sweetheart, you got a whole list of your clients you're fixing right now.
Yeah,
What are you talking about?
But no,
They're
no,
willing
you
to
can't.
learn
You can't
and
go
change.
into a relationship thinking you're going to fix someone.
If you came in here looking adorable and you're wearing a little dress I don't think is appropriate, I put a beautiful dress on you, I can fix you and put
That's
some
not
beautiful
fixing.
shoes
You
on
just
you,
bought your
get your
woman a
manicure and
dress, and
pedicure.
she
I
looks
just
beautiful,
fixed
and
you.
you're going to take her out on a date.
I'm
going
gonna
to
say
fix someone.
that Nico
all right.
should sign up for a class because you
I
sound
think
like
so.
you need it, bro. Like I'm
Yeah,
I'm
man,
like
I
I
wanna
just
be
We'll all pay for it. We'll
Yo,
chip in.
I'm
I'm
gonna
a
chip
radio
in for
host.
you.
Well,
I'm
how
supposed
much
to
is a
talk.
Ladies,
session?
write in, ladies. We're gonna auction off Nico.
No, you can't afford
So
me,
we're
ladies.
Now
actually
you
going to
donate it to
we're
charity.
going to
Yeah,
go.
we're
We're
donating
gonna
to charity.
actually.
Come on, the whole
Yeah,
price.
auction them off,
Yeah.
take the money, and donate it to charity.
So at
We're
this
actually gonna
point,
film everything from step one
Why
to
not?
all
Yeah,
the way
film
through.
it.
so that's
Karen,
a very
you gotta come back.
Dress first.
Yeah, so it's very interesting, in the Sixth Borough, in this part of the country, if you will, dating. But a lot of this also applies to anyone else because we are national, and we just want you to know that a lot of the nuggets of information and
lot of breadcrumbs.
advice, a lot of breadcrumbs of advice, are very applicable to anyone everywhere, both male,
Absolutely.
female.
It could be, heterosexual relationship. It could be, LGBTQ relationship. It applies to anyone. Absolutely.
And you handle all that diversity?
Absolutely. People are people. Love is love.
Oh,
Yes.
I don't know.
Well
I did
said.
not know that. I apologize.
Love is love.
I love that. So, Joe, we're actually coming to the end
Yes.
of our
Yes,
show.
this was so much fun.
You
We
have to
We
come
need
back,
Karen.
Karen.
We definitely need you back.
We definitely, we have
Oh,
so much
a
more to
whole list of
cover.
stuff to watch.
So much more. Nico needs a lot of help, But be
It's on me. I'm a talk show host and we're talking. Don't try to need to fix me. I don't hook up with anybody. I'm good. Thank you so much. I'm here by myself. I'm dating this girl right here. You see this my left hand? Fabulous.
Broken.
Long walks on the beach.
and that's why we are a PGA show.
That's why we are the Sixth Borough.
Thank you for coming.
Here.
So with that, Karen, thank you so much for being here with us. Anyone that wants to get a hold of you,
Karen, thank you guys so much.
how do you get a hold of you real quick?
On my Instagram, KMLM21, or KarenLarrea.com.
There you go.
I didn't
And
mention my Instagram at
Yes.
comedian Guy Richards.
thank you very much, Guy Richards, comedian Guy Richards. Thank you so much for being here with us. What a great show. Tune in for next week, everyone. Happy Passover, happy Hanukkah, happy
And
what?
all that good stuff.
Easter. That's what it's all about. Everyone, be safe. Have a great week.
Holy weekend.
Holy
Good
weekend.
night.
Cheers.
Only live here at the Sixth Borough. Quick shout out to our sponsors, Fat Pickle Hideaway Deck and Drive. Ladies and gentlemen, next Friday from 6:30 to 8:30, the sexiest place to be, here live, the Sixth Borough. Yalla Baligan, I'm out.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Hey, it's Scott Shannon here with a question. How would you like a free